Forget all introductions. There's only Dayo in the background. When the rest of them are here, Dayo, I'll add you all. You know, like and subscribe. And I just want to say something before I even add anyone. And this is a message that I just want to send to everyone that has gaslit me all summer long. This is exactly why I'm pro player. This right here is exactly why I am pro player. For the whole summer, we were gaslit about the way Isak behaved, and I defended him, and I defended him, and I defended him, and I defended him from the beginning of the summer until today. Mark Guehi is respectful. Look at the way that Mark Guehi is acting. He's so respectful. He went to training. He's played for Crystal Palace. He's showing them so much respect. He's respecting them up until his dream move was taken away from him in the middle of a medical because of his incompetent football club. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. This is why I'm pro player. This is why I backed Isak. This is why nice guys finish last, because of shit like this. Fuck Oliver Glasner. Fuck Crystal Palace. Fuck you, Oliver Glasner. The worst Austrian in the Premier League. The worst one. Fucking loser. Ruined the dream move of Mark Guehi because you can't deal with having 5 centre backs at your football club because you want all it to be all perfect for you to play 3 at the back. Fuck Crystal Palace. Brighton are a bigger club than you. You're a nobody club, and you will forever be a nobody club. Forever in your whole life, you're going to be a nobody club. This is why nice guys finish last. This is why I defended Isak all summer long, because everyone was telling me how him should went to training, should have went to the Newcastle preseason, should have treated Newcastle with respect. Alexander Isak should have treated Newcastle with respect. Well, guess what? The guy who didn't turn up to training, who actually gave up his loyalty bonuses, who did all that shit, is now a Liverpool player. The other guy who was respectful and nice, and he went to training, and he played Premier League games for Crystal Palace, did not get his wish. So now what? Are we all going to wake up and smell the coffee about the Isak situation too? Or are we going to sit up here and lie like you guys lied and gaslit all summer long? All summer longs, you lied and you gaslit. And Crystal Palace are going to get 10 million for Guehi now in January anyway. So now what? So now what? You're going to get 10 million for him. That's all. That's all you're going to get. You're going to get 10 million max. Max, you're going to get 10 million, 5 million. We're going to take him for free in January. What did you get, Glasner? What are you going to do? You're going to finish 10th, 11th, 12th anyway. It's not like you're going to get relegated. This is why nice guys finish last. This is why Isak was correct to do what he did. Alexander Isak was right. Alexander Isak was correct for not turning up to training. Isak was correct for telling Newcastle, I'm never going to play for you ever again. Isak was correct for posting the Instagram story because he personally announced it and he put his club under pressure and he got the move. Don't be nice. And at the end of all this, you want to know what's funny about all this? If Manchester United call Glasner tomorrow, Glasner is leaving directly. Glasner is leaving directly the moment that he gets a call from a Man United or from a Leverkusen or from any club that's bigger than Crystal Palace. Steve Parish, you're incompetent. And I'm sick and tired of dealing with incompetent cuck clubs who spend 2 months trying to sign a replacement. I was 29 when I first reported the Guehi story. I am 30 years old. I am older by a year since I first reported the Guehi news, and they spent the last 3-4 months incapable of signing a striker. My mother knows that Guehi wants to move to Liverpool. My mother knows that Mark Guehi wants to be a Liverpool player. If I call her now, hello mama, كيف حالك? ومين بده يروح Guehi? بده يروح على ليفربول حبيبي. She will tell me he wants to go to Liverpool. خلاص, everyone knows. Everyone knows. Club incompetence pisses me off. Steve Parish is incompetent. Glasner is incompetent. And this is a big lesson for all of you in life. This is why nice guys finish last. Well done, Isak. Well done, Wissa. Well done to every player. Well done to Jokeres. Well done to every player who tells the club, fuck off, I'm not going to play for you anymore, and fuck doing the respectful thing. Because guess what? Mark Guehi was very respectful and he didn't get his move. So now what? Are we going to talk about this respectful way of handling things? Oh my God, you should handle things the right way. Oh my God, you should show your club respect. Oh my God. Okay, Guehi showed his club respect. Why is he still a Palace player? Why? Why? Why is he still a Palace player? Explain it to me. No one can explain it to me. Mr. Respectful is still at his football club. Mr. Disrespectful is coming to Liverpool and he's going to win the league. You just ruined the dream move of Mark Guehi mid-medical because of your incompetence. And that's just the truth. And to all the Arsenal fans in the chat, we're still going to win the league. Hold these Jordanian balls in your face. Now we're going to start the A-lister. Anyway, joining me first and foremost, the only one who will understand what I'm going through right now because he's a fucking winner, unlike you Arsenal losers in the chat, because you're all fucking losers. The supporter of the biggest club in London, Lewis, is in the building. How you doing, Lewis, mate?
Come on, man. Day 50 of the 1,461-day reign as your world champions, bruv. If you don't know, get to know. Now, this news caught me by surprise, but I do want to ask. So you've said, first off, you're winning the league in spite of the Mark Guehi transfer, correct?
Yes.
Don't need to be that.
I'm not an Arsenal fan. Me and you don't make excuses. You
no, but then, like, why the head loss? That's what I want.
The head loss because I've been gaslit. Why did you have head loss when Poch was sacked? Because some people gaslit you. Not me, because I believed what I said, but others gaslit you. Lewis, I had a head loss because I've been gaslit about Isak all summer long, how he's this bad
about
guy.
The way that he acted.
Yes.
Okay.
If Guehi did that, he would have been a Liverpool player too. You get what I'm saying now?
I understand you then. That makes a lot of sense. Now, the second thing. When did you, like, get the bid accepted with Palace?
Today.
That was when you got the bid accepted. And
yeah,
had
bro,
you guys
we've had the bid on the table. We've had the bid on the table for like 3 days.
Okay, so that's been there. Okay, only a couple of days though. Because I think if you got this done a bit earlier, you would have given Palace the opportunity to get a replacement pattern.
We wanted to, but Parish didn't do it because he's an incompetent cunt.
So, so you tried to negotiate, you tried to get a deal, and they stalled.
Bro, if you go look at the first Guehi Palace story, it's like from 2.5 months ago.
And what, you guys had dropped bids before that point? Because I haven't followed the Guehi saga.
Bro, he's like, they wanted him to play the Community Shield, and then he played the Community Shield, and then after that, we gave the bid and all that shit, and they're still, bro, I'm so tired.
The fuck out of it because
this is why I'm pro player, and you worked with me.
All right, cool. I just had to understand your viewpoints on. All right, cool.
You worked with me. Be honest. Was I one of the Liverpool fans that cussed Trent?
Not till he left.
I never cussed him. I never said anything bad. I was like, I
think
understand.
It was when he did that whole fucking
speech
in fluent Spanish and everything. That's when you were like,
yeah. When he gave the speech in fluent Spanish, I'm like, he's been planning this a long time. But I never had anything bad to say about Trent. No problem, bro.
All right, so if they've stalled it through the whole summer, I get why you're pissed with Palace then. All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was like you dropped a bid on deadline day and you wonder why they rejected it. And I was like, I kind of get that.
Bro, me and you haven't talked, like, we mentioned Guehi like 2 months ago, man.
No, I know we have, but like, I don't know where you went with it in that time. But I get it now. You guys just got dragged around with this one.
Shame. And this whole thing, like, it just shows you nice guys finish last. You know, me and Lewis are very similar. We were both nice guys in the past. Nice guy finished last, bro. You have to be an asshole to get what you want in life. I promise.
Why do you think I'm rubbing this in everyone's face for 4 years, bro? Exactly. I know what happened when I was a nice guy. I got sanctioned for 2 years and had to hold smoke. Fuck all of that shit. Day 50 of the 1,461-day reign. If you don't like it, cry about it. Up the Chels.
Fucking nice guy and shit. Legend Isak. Legend. Fuck Newcastle. And legend Wissa. Fuck Brentford as well.
Yeah, have you seen the Newcastle posters they're leaving around the stadium? Isak is a rat. Wissa is a Geordie. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, you're kind of being hypocritical there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mina. See? You see? All summer long, I told them, guys, Isak is not in the wrong. Newcastle promised him.
Nobody cares him unless you. Here it is. Yeah. Bring this up.
Bring what up? Here.
Isak is a rat. Wissa is a Geordie. Yeah.
So fucking weird, bro.
Why the fuck?
Oh, my
God. Man, I love the hypocrisy of football fans, innit?
If you really think I'm fake outraging, then you're a fucking idiot. I have never been fake once my whole life on this application. Lewis will tell you right now, if I wanted to be fake, wallahi al-azim, I would have been on 100k subs. I'd had Arsenal's balls so down my throat, I'd have been on 150k right now. You don't know anything what you're talking about. People like you piss me off because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Ask the ones in the chat. Ask the ones that work with me. I've been saying that Guehi is just as important as Isak. You know nothing. You just come here and chat shit. And now you're not going to be allowed to chat shit anymore because you just got banned. So now, like a little whore, you're going to watch me in the chat without being able to comment. Anyway, joining us next, they won this week. My frenemy, my brother and my enemy forever. Hello, Flawless. How you doing, mate? Sorry for the rant at the beginning. I just had to say what I had to say. Hello, Flawless.
Oh, damn.
He just left. Okay, great.
Oh, that was a fun cameo. Yeah. That's great.
Now, introducing the losers. Hello, Dayo.
What's up? What's up?
Hello, brother. Hello.
Alpha. No, but Husam, you have to hold, your club has to hold some responsibility here. Your interest in Guehi was over 2 months ago. You guys did not put down an official bid until September the 30th. If you really wanted him, then you should have put down the bid in August 15th and said, here's the 35 we're offering. If you guys want it, take it. Now, Liverpool would have, Crystal Palace would have seen how serious you were. You saw him as a market opportunity because of his contract. You were waiting, and that's what was reported. Liverpool was waiting to see if he'll renew his contract or not. And when he refused to renew his contract, they knew they could get him either cheaper in January or for free and waited to the last minute. You also have taken responsibility. At the end of the day, Crystal Palace will do whatever they need to do to protect the players that won them something from last season.
Dayo, please don't.
No. I'm saying you. I hear you.
Don't rage bait. I'm begging.
No. I'm not rage baiting. You cannot blame Oliver Glasner only and not blame your club for not putting money down on time. What are you doing here? We're gonna sit here and you're gonna point fingers.
You really believe that Liverpool didn't want to bid for Guehi? Are you crazy?
Why did you put the money down in August? Why did you?
Because
September 30th was your first official bid that you put into the club. There's a difference between being linked. There's a difference between your people talking, and there's a difference between saying, "Look, you know what? Here's 30 million official."
The deal was accepted.
My point is, you waited.
The bid was accepted.
The bid was between the.
Also, we did the same thing that we did with Isak, which is Crystal Palace. We'll get your replacements, and then we're gonna sign Guehi.
That wasn't what.
So they spent the last 3 months fucking up the replacements.
That wasn't what.
So how's that on us?
So that's. Well, you could have put the bid in
because there's this new thing. I don't know if you've noticed it, but there's this new thing happening at every football club. Anytime you want to sign a player, all of a sudden now they've got to get the replacement.
I hear that, Husam, but my point is, I'm saying that both clubs have a part to play in this. Guehi waiting for Liverpool. He knows it's his dream move. He's like, this club is going to come for me. He's waiting for Liverpool.
Yeah, Guehi was respectful.
Listen. Here's what I'm saying. And here's Liverpool.
Isak said fuck off, and he's a Liverpool player.
And here's Liverpool. This guy wants to make the move. We want this guy. You know, all this waiting to see whatever they put. Here's the 30 million bid. We're putting it down now so that the world knows that we've put down the money on Guehi, and we'll give you 2 weeks to
go talk about it on the rest of the panel out here, please.
You can't wait till the last.
Let me introduce them. Anyway, joining me next. Let me just introduce them. Jay, are you even here, bro? This guy's texting his side chicks. Jay, hello. Where is this guy, bro? Vator is here. Are you here?
Oh, am I here? Of course I'm here.
Do the intro, yalla.
You know what? We got to give the people what they want. We have to. We have to give the people what they want. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Vator Games. Let's go. Let's talk some more.
We ask you to run it back always.
We got to run it back. The ladies want it ran back. Let's run it back. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Vator Games. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Anyway, Jay is here, but I'm gonna add him when he's ready. So, I want to start by talking about this whole Guehi situation, and then after that we'll get into the football and everything, because I just want to talk about, because I'm genuinely raging. This is why, guys. This is why Isak was right. This is why Isak was right to behave the way that he did. And this is a lesson. You know, when I say stuff on watch-alongs and I give these young men education and I tell them about life and have deep conversations with them, there's a reason why I say what I say. How many times have I told you guys, nice guys finish last? This is another prime example. You see, you live through your whole life being nice, you're going to get ran over. Guehi did the respectful thing. This is this summer. Act like Isak and say, fuck off Newcastle, I want to join Liverpool, you get your wish. Act like Guehi, go to training, don't say anything bad about Crystal Palace, don't post any Instagram stories, and get denied your dream move by your football club. So now, we all have to admit that Clubs are useless bastards who can't get shit done. Hello, Jay. Hope you're good. Clubs are useless bastards who can't get shit done. You get me? And meanwhile, the player, when he takes stuff to his own hands, he gets shit done. Big up Flawless. You good? Good? Good. Big up Flawless.
Yeah, man.
On the top row now. Let's go, Flawless. Big up.
Yeah, StreamYard was bugging, man. I don't know what happened. That's what happened. I had to restart.
Because your mic was on and then your camera was off and then the vice versa.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, by the way, I forgot to say something. Carefree Lewis G is in the description. Sarcasm City TV is in the description. Vator Games TV is in the description. Jay doesn't have a channel, working on it still. Banter on the Pitch is in the description. Big up all the people in the chat. Make sure guys are liking, subscribing. Got 1,800 people in here. So please, let's get 5. Yeah, we do have 1,800 people. Me and you both.
I mean, Mo's just spamming in the chat. I don't know if you can see it.
I must say, sorry, just I know this.
Hey,
this
Mo, you have to add 2 more cries, and then it becomes 5 cries, and that's how many goals you conceded to PSG in a Champions League final, which is the biggest loss in Champions League final history. Yikes!
Yeah. I just want to say personally, I haven't seen Flawless for a while. Like, so what's a big up for us? It's been a second. It's been a sec. We used to play football together.
It's been a strong minute, man. I hope you're blessed.
I'm good. We're still both in Manchester, so I feel like it's you just don't want to hang out with me anymore, which is fine.
Don't do that, man. No,
you became
a big superstar.
That's fine. We'll discuss it off screen. It's not an issue. But yeah, Flawless played midfield. Made Ndombele look like Conor Gallagher. That's what I'm saying. Like.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
But listen, let me just say to you quickly, Husam, as somebody that dealt with Palace and Eze, yeah, I remember a lot of Spurs fans came at the end of it saying, you didn't get the deal done quickly enough. You let Arsenal come back in, yada, yada. I do feel Liverpool have to hold a little bit of blame here for like doing it. I know Palace were pushing you back. Do you know what I mean? Palace, we want to play him in this game. We want to play him in that game. We're in a situation now where 35 million is a great fee. Would have been fantastic. It's been messed up because they didn't get a replacement over the line. You then have to ask, how hard did they try? Do you know what I mean? Like, how hard did they truly try for a replacement as well? You know, maybe they just think, you know what, Liverpool will come back. We'll sell him 15, 20 million in January. I think Liverpool have had an excellent window, but they probably have to hold a little bit of blame here for letting this be.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You see, people always ask for same energy. Did I say that about Spurs? No.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying like you had a. I feel like Guehi wanted Liverpool.
Yeah, but Liverpool are doing the respectful thing, doing the whole like, oh my God, yeah, Crystal Palace, go get your replacement. Flawless was right about this, honestly, 5 days ago. Clubs now need to just be assholes and go like, here's the bid. You go figure out the replacement on your own terms. I don't know what's this like new. There's like this new thing now where every time you want to buy a player, you have to wait for the selling club to buy a replacement type shit. And I'm just like, that's not my problem.
Husam, that means your club has to hold the responsibility for being a nice guy. You just said the nice guys finished last. Liverpool tried to be a nice guy. So you have a part to hold in this.
Did Isak behave correctly this summer?
No, listen. Like I said about Isak,
did Isak behave correctly this summer? Please, can you answer, please? I promise I'm not going to interrupt you, but can you just answer me? Did Isak behave correctly?
Did what he did for his move. Isak did what he did. Gyökeres did the
That's
same
not
thing.
an answer, Dayo. Come on, you're very opinionated. I know you're capable of telling me an opinionated opinion.
Because every player is different and how they will act is different. Isak did what he needed to do because
I know that he did what he needed to do. I asked you a question, was it right? To be honest.
For him, it was right. In his own, that's the right thing for him to do. Because he
now anything you say, I accept because you have acknowledged that the player who says fuck the club and the training and the preseason and get his move is the correct one. And that's why Dayo, you worked with me during the Gyökeres saga. Did I say anything negative about Gyökeres? Be honest.
Point. I'm not talking about the negativity. What you said that is negative or positive here. What I'm saying again, Husam, which you refuse to totally accept, is this. It's simple. Crystal Palace and Newcastle are run two clubs run differently. Players are not going to act the exact same way across the board.
Crystal Palace.
That is the dumbest thing for us to expect. To say that, the same way Isak acted with Newcastle is how another player must act when they're with Crystal Palace. It doesn't work that way because the clubs are run differently. That's what I'm saying, number one. Number two, it's simple. Your club played the nice guy. Liverpool should have put the money down earlier and said, forget you guys, here's the money. Guehi Are you coming? We give you 2 weeks. You cannot play in this game. You cannot play in that game. When Arsenal went in for Eze with Crystal Palace and they said he had to play a game, what did we say? The deal was, look, here's the money. Here's everything. We don't want him to play. But trying to avoid any injuries, they don't want him to play. And guess what? They pushed late and he won. The thing is, regardless of what it is, my point is there is a part that your club has to hold on to here, which is they played the nice guy. They did. Yeah, whatever it is, Guehi being the nice guy, not moving, fair enough. Isak being the bad guy.
Dayo, I beg you, don't do this. I beg you, please.
But you
Can
can't
you be
sit there
objective?
and say that you
What?
guys. I mean,
You
how
don't
am I
like
being
he said, so he's
objective?
not being
Be
objective.
objective.
How am I
The
not being
guy, okay, can I just make, I say one statement and then
Your
react
official
to it?
bid was on September 30th.
Can I just make one statement and then react to it? Make one
You wanted to
statement.
play 2 months ago.
The
You
guy,
picked September 30th.
who was an asshole to his club, didn't turn up to training, didn't turn up to preseason, and said, "Fuck off! I'm not playing for you anymore." Is now got his wish and is a Liverpool player. Same with Wissa and Newcastle. The guy who was respectful, didn't hand in a transfer request, didn't post any Instagram stories, showed up to training, played in the Premier League, showed up to preseason. Now had his dream move pulled from underneath his feet because of his incompetent club.
Again, I hear you and I agree with you on that particular.
Thank you.
Two
Thank
things
you.
can be true, though. Your club
Thank
also had the part of they played the nice guy, and which is why they ended up last. If you can't agree that two things can be true, I haven't said Guehi's behavior was wrong, like, or was good, or Isak's behavior. You've given your opinion about that, and I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Maybe that's why it didn't happen. But the truth is that the second side of the coin, Liverpool should have gone in earlier and put the money down. They wasted time. It's that simple as well. They also wasted time. They played the nice guy. I'm not saying that whatever the case is, we can't hold players alone responsible.
What does this have to do with Guehi playing the nice guy for this deal not going through? It has nothing to do with the players.
Again,
it has nothing to do. No, sorry, Dayo. It has Husam trying to do this. It has nothing to do with what Guehi was doing. That's not why this move didn't happen. This move didn't happen, and why moves don't happen is between clubs and agents. Has nothing to do with how a player acts during the time of a transfer.
Yeah, so tell us, genius, why the move didn't happen. Tell us. I won't interrupt you once. Here, tell me why the move didn't happen here.
Oh, well, according to Husam, the deal didn't happen because Guehi didn't act like a jerk, didn't act like an idiot during the whole saga. Are we to believe that?
So when I unmute, so I muted myself. So Vator Games can tell me his opinion, and then Vator Games proceeds to tell me Husam's opinion.
Because when you hear
so
it out loud,
Mr. Vator Games, I ask you again, why is the Guehi deal off according to Vator? Forget me. Here, I mute myself.
I don't want to answer it according to Vator. I want the whole audience in the chat to understand. This player did not get the move, did not get his dream move because he didn't act like an idiot during the transfer saga. Are we really on this panel to believe that if he acted like, oh, I'm not playing for you anymore, oh, I'm going to go on vacation in Spain, that he would have had this deal? Is that what we're trying to do?
You know what?
Yes.
Yeah. As much as it pays me to. The one thing I disagree with you on, Vator, it's not acting like an idiot. I don't think acting in the best interest of you is necessarily means acting like an idiot. Okay. You got to look after numero uno.
The point is, of course, every player's got to look out for self.
Yes,
but it's the agent, it is the club that gets everybody business done.
Yeah, it's not.
But what I will say is, like, as an agent, you don't really have to do too much. But you can next year.
But you can impact it, though. That's the thing, is Vator. You can. It's an impact thing. Can the player impact making a move? Yes, it's not solely on the player. His agent has to do the business. The buying club has to do the business. The selling club has to do the business.
Now we're having a balanced convo.
Yeah,
but when we were all on mute, sorry.
Yeah, he's side, right? He don't have to do too much. You can stay at Palace for one more year, go win the Conference League, and then get a fat sign-on bonus at your next club.
Wait until somebody, but you know where you run the risk with that, Lewis. Let's say another centre-back who's better than you becomes available. That's where you run the risk.
But
what?
They weren't the only ones looking for a centre-back.
Flawless.
Let's say, by the way, God forbid. Let's say, God forbid, Guehi gets injured till the end of the season. God forbid. Now what?
Okay, so Flawless, I hear you when you say a player can impact and can impact the transfer. You're right? The player can't impact the transfer. The question is, if Liverpool had put money down earlier, the player could do more. Because
absolutely.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying that earlier, like the minute hold on, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. You put 110 million down first for Isak a few weeks ago, right? So Isak knew that, all right, these guys are going to come for me. So Isak could go all out fighting for what he needed. Like, he knew that this was going to happen. Guehi's first official bid, again, was on the 30th. My point is, you did not put a bid over a month ago.
Nah, this was the second bid, wasn't it?
This was the second bid, not the first one.
You were linked and you were talking. There was no official bid. You did not put a bid a month ago.
Our first bid was 30 million. Dayo, don't build something based on a false fact.
Yes, lies.
Our first bid was 30 million.
When was it? When was the first bid?
Like a month ago,
the
bro.
first official bid that Liverpool put. Google it now. Pull it up.
Yes, there was, bro. You're the one.
Okay, and then they rejected it. Was there a second bid before today?
No. So Liverpool didn't bid again until deadline day.
So Liverpool have to hold smoke for that then.
Yeah, because they wanted the replacement, bro.
No.
Well,
Guehi should have not shown up for training. That's why this.
The thing is, no, Vator. That's a part of it, though. If he would have done that,
part. But
yes,
this is why I want the balance. Flawless. You're here bringing a balanced conversation. Prior to this, it was like, this is why good guys finish last. He should have acted like Isak. That was the conversation. So I'm glad that we're having a balance.
What I will say on this is,
Flawless agrees with me, Vator, though. So what are you cooking salmonella?
No,
Flawless agrees with both things being a factor, not just one. Which was your
you're
point.
missing the point. Liverpool made the 30. Let me tell you exactly what happened, and then all of you criticize my club as much as you want. Liverpool made the 30 million bid. Crystal Palace proceeded to say, let's go get replacements, just like fucking incompetent Newcastle. Let's go get replacements. So Liverpool gave them, go ahead, get your replacements, Habibi. And Guehi, because he's not that type of guy, this has been reported 100 million times, you can go check it. Guehi is not the type of guy to put on a transfer request. He's not the type of guy to make a kick up a fuss or anything. So he was very respectful and didn't get his move. The reason why Flawless agrees with me is, if Guehi did kick up a fuss, don't show up to training, he would have been a Liverpool player now. It's the truth.
Okay, so the point I want to add here is, looking at the Eze deal, there's two or three factors that people need to really focus on in this deal. One is, obviously Palace, when they sold Eze, they didn't actually have a replacement. So you can make the argument that if the bid is high enough, Palace would do the deal. However, what is the detriment to that argument is where Glasner's mentality was on deadline day, having sold Eze without a replacement. This time it was, you can't sell this guy without a replacement, right? So I do think there's a slight difference there. I will then flip it back to Liverpool thought they had all their ducks in a row. They're going to swoop in on deadline day. They're going to do Guehi. They're going to do Isak. And unfortunately, like, this is why it's negative doing business this late in the window. Because when things go wrong, the wiggle room you have, the flexibility you have to pivot, it doesn't exist. And what you were faced with was Palace said, hey, looking at our list of transfer targets, we're willing to keep Guehi rather than keep going down this list. Like, it's more cost effective for us to keep this guy till January than to go down this list. And Liverpool it is their timing of the bid that has also led to this, just as much as Palace reneging on the deal.
I mean, Palace reneging on the deal is a horrible thing for them to do last minute after a medical has been done. That I totally agree with.
That's insane.
I think that is so disrespectful to Liverpool. It doesn't matter whether Liverpool is bigger than them or not. It's disrespectful to Watford if you do that to them on the lot. Like, just don't do that to clubs. Medical's done, bid's been accepted. Let's move on. But here's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they actually disrespected Guehi himself, by the way.
But my thing is, they put that condition.
He was mid-medical.
Hold on. They put that condition on it before, and they knew with that condition they could pull the deal. They said, unless we get a replacement. Like, that condition alone is the same thing with option to buy and an obligation to buy in most of these contracts. When you hear option to buy, it means, yeah, if he does well, we have the option to buy. Obligation to buy is you have to buy the player after that loan is done. So for them to put in the clause and say, unless we get a replacement, Liverpool should have insisted and said no. Because again, we saw a deal with Eze where they had no replacement for Eze just before the Guehi deal. So this idea that a replacement thing was also the problem, I don't think is true. My thing is, I think that both clubs, honestly, Crystal Palace did not want to let go of the player. And I think Liverpool should have swooped in at least 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it's a question of it's a being too nice thing as well, because I've never, this is news to me in this window. This is the first time I've heard any of our clubs go to buy a player and go, all right, we'll sign him, but we'll wait for you to buy a replacement. That has never ever been a thing. I cannot. I've been watching football a long time. I have seen many a transfer window. Never have I seen Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Spurs, Arsenal, or Manchester United go in for a player and go, all right, we're going to sign the player. You want him to sell us to him. We want to buy him and you want to sell him, but we're going to wait for you to buy a replacement.
Liverpool would be the first to do it.
Where do you guys stand on Glasner quits if they sell Guehi? I don't think we were a million miles away from that. I genuinely think, looking at all the discourse from today, and what Glasner said and what he said after the last game, I kind of think he might have quit. Like if they sold Guehi, he might have quit.
If he had said
that, can I ask generally all of your questions?
I want the United jobs free. I hear it.
I just want to show to you the hypocrisy of the situation and why Vator's a gaslighter.
I hope it's
even Flawless, who hate my club, is spitting the truth. Guys, by the way, we've got 2.5k people in here. Like and subscribe, have some fun. Also, we are 5 subs away from 59k. I would love to hit it right now with you guys, with the A-listers, on episode 100 of the A-listers. You get me? So it's a special episode anyway. So let's get the likes up, everyone, and subscribe. I want to ask you all a question, and this is not the super chat section or anything, but Aaron brings up such a fucking incredible point, and you all answer it. I'm not even going to answer it. If Man United come in for Glasner in November, do you think he's going to give a fuck about Guehi? No, so Amarim gets sacked, and Ineos want Glasner. Now what?
Yeah, and that's where I would say, let's say, even though I don't think it's true, let's say hypothetically he did say that. If a manager is willing to leave a job solely because you sell one player he don't like, bear in mind you are Crystal Palace, then he's not the right guy for the job. Because this is going to happen. Respectfully, you're at Crystal Palace. If players perform well, guess what? They are going to be picked off. This is going to happen because you are Crystal Palace. You are not Manchester City. You are not Tottenham Hotspur. You are not Chelsea. You are not Liverpool. This is not Barcelona or Real Madrid where if you're losing your best players, I hear it. Yeah, man, I'm going to include you lot in that, man. Of course. People want to hate and you lot are European champions. That's a whole different conversation. But the point that I'm making is you are at Crystal Palace. The same way Glasner, you will be using it potentially as a stepping stone. Because if United decide to go and get Glasner or somebody else, guess what? He's joining Manchester United or a bigger club. That's how it works.
Please do not lump me into this. Crystal Palace, you are not United, you are not City, you are not Spurs. I'm not in that. I know Flawless included it, but that's not my mentality.
Why Listen, are you not a big club?
I am a big club, but I'm not going to be looking down on a Crystal Palace. Is it
not looking down on it? Do you disagree with anything I stated?
No, he's saying if you call for Oliver Glasner.
Wait, before you go, do you think that Crystal Palace are a stepping stone football club?
Currently, unfortunately, yes. But
okay, so you agree with me then.
Jay reclined back in his chair like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Jay reclined like he is should also see his club
as
a stepping stone as well. No disrespect, Jay, but that is a stepping stone with regards to the other big clubs. That's why I'm not in the convo in terms of saying who's above, who's below.
No, you don't want to be in the convo because you're trying to play nice guy, but that's what it is.
But let me say what Palace are. They're a stepping stone, but the stone's made out of quicksand. Yeah, like they don't really want to sell their players. Like they'll sell them, but they're not really like they will scrap you to sell their players. And even then, like if they could sell them to like buy it, they want to sell it to
and bear in mind when I say that, that's not disrespectful. That's not disrespectful to Palace. That's the food chain. Because Palace will do that to other clubs.
Okay.
Like, I get that, but the thing with Palace is wait till Wharton is next up. Next time Wharton.
Yeah, but none of you have even answered this question. So what happens if Man United want Glasner? Now what?
No, but again,
Glasner will go.
By the way, just so everyone knows, the reason why Aaron's super chat is a good one is because it's not even a crazy scenario. Amarim is on the brink of getting sacked like at any moment in time.
It's not a crazy.
Yes, hold on.
Scenario, right? But my thing again, Husam, that
can you let Vator answer it because I know he's about to gaslight. Can you just let?
Of course, man, he is gaslighting bad, you know.
Answer it. Genuinely answer. I won't interrupt you once. Answer it. Go ahead. Yeah.
All decisions are moments in time, right? So this Glasner might go to United in November. That has nothing to do with September. He's a manager at a club right now, and he wants to be set up for the best possible way to be successful. He doesn't want to lose more talent without a replacement, which you guys want to dismiss. This whole thing came down that if he's going to have his ingredients to cook with, let me at least replace what I lose. But he was going to lose a Guehi with no replacement. So for him to fight and say to the club, hey, I'm a walk if you guys leave me with not enough to work with, Okay, that all makes sense. Could he go to United later on? All possibly. But he wants to be able to have enough to succeed where he's at.
That's a bar. I love that.
So
Here,
guys,
the thing is,
using
Vator,
Vator's logic, notice I didn't even interrupt him, yeah? Using Vator's
Oh.
logic, Glasner tells Palace, if you sell Guehi, I leave the football club. A month later, Ineos come to Glasner and go like, we want you to manage Man United. Yeah, give me the contract, mate. It's
and
okay.
here the thing is, and
But all
Vator,
these
to what you're
things are moments in time.
and to Vator, what you're saying there, let's say Glasner did say this, even though I don't think he did. If he did
Can I
and he
respond
left,
to this, though?
no, Vator, let me land here. Like, if he did say that, I would understand it. If he didn't believe that he was given the best possible tools to succeed with Crystal Palace and he left, I'd respect it. Me and you have had debates about this for years now. What have I said constantly? When people say you're not, like in particular at United, when people want to blame if you think you are being handicapped enough to the point you can't do your job, leave.
I get that. But a manager in the moment at Crystal Palace with ideas of going to United, you still don't think he's going to want to have the best setup at Crystal Palace while he's there?
Of course,
so when Husam wants to bring up all these other comments like, oh, what happens if he leaves a month or 2 months later? Who cares?
No,
right now, he wants to have the best at Crystal Palace.
Talking about it from the Palace perspective.
I know, but they have to make decisions for the manager they have. No one's thinking in hindsight, oh, let me make a decision because
Glasner is thinking in hindsight because he's the owner and he wanted to sell Guehi because from a financial perspective, if you're Crystal Palace, that 35 million, my brother, makes a difference to your life.
Yes, but he also wants to sell Guehi with a replacement in mind.
But let me ask you this question: if the money was that important, if the money was that important to Steve Parish, if the money was that important to Steve Parish, he would have made the deal go through. Again, there are reasons why. Listen, there's reasons why this deal didn't go through. They know they're going to lose the player for either for free next season or in January he's going to go for 5 or 10 million. They know this already.
5 million, bro. Like in January.
No, I get it. Crystal Palace. So Crystal Palace to them it's a financial loss, but it's a talent stability thing now for them. They're like, you know what? At least he's here for the next season because you have to understand. And I'm making this argument not because I think that what they did was right, but because at the end of the day, if money was that important, 35 million, bro, they would forget the medical. The owner would have told Glasner, if you want to walk. I'm taking my 35 million. I'll get another manager.
You bro? Like you think Palace can let go the manager that brought them an FA Cup?
No. I'm not saying.
The fans would sooner see
Jay, I get it. Jay, my argument is based off the argument of look at the money and look at what the consequence could be. Is what I'm saying.
The manager's got him by the balls.
Listen. That's what I'm saying. The owner looked at said 35 million. I can still raise that next season somehow from other players. I would rather get Guehi back, keep Glasner, have my Crystal Palace so that my fans don't lose their mind. So at least we carry on doing something this season, which is what I'm saying. I'm saying like again, people are making the argument they're going to lose him for free. 10 million, 35 million would have been a good deal. Now it would have. I would have taken the 35 million if I was Steve Parish. That I would take the 35 million and walk. That's what I'm saying. But I guess they've picked the other side of the coin.
Yeah, but it's you got to understand when you're Palace, like the Eze's, the Elises, the Guehis, they don't grow on trees. Do you know what I mean? And even if you get a player, it takes a year plus of seasoning for them to replace. So I think Glasner's, he's got the manager. He's basically said, like even when the Igor deal falling through, okay, the manager's told Igor that I don't really see you as the guy. Like he didn't want to lie, so the manager doesn't want to lie to the new signing to get him over the line. Manager's not doing everything possible to get a new player in. Manager's like, nah, I don't like this. Manager's almost saying the player that you provided to me to replace Guehi is unacceptable, and I'm going to tell him.
I think that's a fair thing for a manager to say again after coming off the back of winning a FA Cup and winning a Community Shield and playing as well.
By the way, Dayo, you don't answer the question. What happens if Man United want Glasner? Then what?
No, that's the cycle. That's the circle of life. He will go to United. But my point again, Husam, is at this very point. You see, again, Husam. Yeah,
Wallace, you see, you know that I know what I'm doing, right? Vator says life decisions
Husam,
is.
can I
What was
finish?
the statement again? Make it again,
Husam,
Vator, please.
We do this all the
He
time.
said-
No, Vator, make the statement.
You can go back. You can go back. No, you can go back. No.
Sorry, I need to write that down, man. I need to write it down.
I am
I got
making
Go
the
back and
statement
catch it.
when I
You can
write
go
it
back in the video and catch it.
write down.
You asked
Make the
question,
statement
give an
again.
answer,
Life
give an
moments, decisions are a moment in life.
That's it.
And then Dayo says, this is the circle of life. So if the same manager that said, I'll leave if you sell Guehi, a month later himself leaves
Again,
to
it
Man
is,
United.
again,
This is the circle of life.
Husam, let me clarify a few things here. It is reported with no facts that he said that. So let's not use all. And again, this is based on your hypothetical that if United come for him, all of this is for me a conspiracy at best, right? Honestly, so let's not even do that. What we're saying is, we all know. Do you think that if tomorrow Real Madrid came and told Mikel Arteta that he should leave, even if you don't rate him as the manager, he won't leave Arsenal? Madrid is a bigger club than Arsenal. He will leave.
I won't leave Arsenal because he'd get sacked.
What I'm saying, that's not the point. My point is, if a bigger team comes for you, regardless of who you are, you will leave. That's the point. Okay, Liverpool has come in for Guehi, but you haven't come in fully committed. You came in last minute fully committed. You have to hold that on your side as your club for coming in and not giving yourself the wiggle room and even playing the nice guy and saying, okay, go get who you need to get, and then we'll come get Guehi. Nonsense. You should have gone in for the kill, put the 35 million down.
You are right, but that's
Wait
something
a
that I'm
minute.
calling out. That's something that you need to understand something. I'm very consistent. I said this even to Flawless last week on this very show. You were there, Dayo. I said, I don't get this new thing with football clubs where they're like, oh yeah, let you sign a replacement first. This is the first summer ever where shit like this has happened, by the way. This has never happened before in my whole life. I've never ever heard anyone go like, oh yeah, you sign your replacement, then I'll come sign the player. Since when is this a thing? I don't want us to do this ever again. Like, I don't like this at all. Like, since when do I have to wait for you to get the replacement first? That's none of my fucking business. This links back all the way back to the first question. If Guehi, I promise you, if Guehi kicked up a fuss, didn't show up to training, didn't show up to preseason, he'd have been a Liverpool player now.
He's also a club captain. Do you know what I mean? After they've won an FA Cup, like you got it. Like
nice guys finish last.
And Guehi for how they went about it. You know, it's unfortunate for him that it's fallen through. But he's the captain. Do you know what I mean? You want to lead by example, all that sort of good stuff. So I get the point, and it's almost like nice guys finish last. I understand the logic because essentially you've got players like Visser and Isak who've messed up their teams.
Getting their wishes, literally.
Yeah, they've messed up their team's pre-seasons. Look at Newcastle, drop points in games that they probably would have got points if Isak had made himself available. Brentford lost to last-minute Sunderland, probably could have got something if Visser had been available. So these players have cost.
Was Eze a nice guy?
Yeah, Guehi, nice guy.
Was Eze?
Scored. What?
Was Eze a nice guy?
Yeah. Like because.
Oh, and it worked out. Right?
No, Vator, the problem with you is you bring a wrong example and build an opinion based on it. The difference.
I asked the question.
Many players.
The difference with Eze is there isn't 1 year left on his contract, and you don't have to sell him for half the price. The second difference is there are two clubs fighting for his signature.
Okay, but with regards to what Vator said, Vator's got a point because at the end, Eze called in sick. Yeah, so Eze was like, "Okay, I ain't."
Even Eze was an asshole.
That's what I'm saying. Even Eze at the end at Palace, he knows what time it is. So I do think, to be fair, there is a point to you have to be a bit of an asshole to get out of some of these contracts. So yeah, I've debated both sides, but I think there's a strong element of truth to what Husam said.
This nice guy narrative is just a very, very shoddy way of just not pointing out the real issues and the real reasons why these things happen. Nice guy. Of all the 100% transfers that happened this season,
oh my God! Think about Gibbs White.
A lot of players had their move this season that were nice guys. A lot. So let's stop this nonsense. If we can go down the list, just because you want to mention the ones who it did not happen for.
No, let's feed into Husam's opening.
Hey, Dayo, I was Gyökeres's behavior this summer.
For me, it was wrong, but he did what he needed. I said it again. When you asked me, I said I think that behavior is wrong, but players do what they need to do for the move. And I made a statement last week when we had a stream. I said Isak, if he wanted, the move should have gone in and asked for a transfer. Put in a transfer and stop all this nonsense. End your contract, put in the transfer and force it, right? Like that shows me how serious you were. What did Gyökeres do? Gyökeres put in a transfer, gave up 2 million euros of his salary to Porto, asked his agent to reduce his fees so that he could get the move he wanted.
Money talks.
I wasn't happy about the way he went about it.
Gyökeres say he'll never play for the club again.
He did. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but he still did.
You omitted that when you were giving the summary of his behavior.
Listen, but he still.
You omitted that fact.
No, Jay, you're stepping all over the timeline. You're stepping all over the timeline.
Don't strawman my argument. Don't strawman my
in the balance of
Don't
behavior.
strawman my argument because I omitted that part.
I'm not strawmanning your argument. That's the fundamental point. We're discussing behavior. We're discussing behavior. That is a fundamental part of his behavior.
I omitted that part from this. When I talked about Isak, I omitted that part as well. I omitted what Isak said physically. I'm talking about the legal moves that you can make to force a transfer to work, which is put in a transfer request.
I get what Dayo's saying.
I'm not talking about behavior. Please stop.
Yeah. You talk about the legal stuff you can do.
I'm talking about the legal things that they could have done. Gyökeres went ahead and did that. He made his agent lose money. He asked the club to take 2 million euros back and put in a transfer request, sold his house, broke up with his girlfriend. Now, the behavior and the things they say, I don't stand for it.
Your Honor.
I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm just giving you I just don't care about
that. Makes sense. I get what you're saying.
Isak should have done the same. Put in a transfer request, ask his agent, listen, guy, I get it, but when I do get to Liverpool, we'll make this money happen over time. I'll be there for 4 or 5 years. Put in the transfer request, cancel your 3-year contract, make sure Newcastle is knowing that they're getting more money in their and that deal would have happened too. If Guehi had done the same thing, maybe it could have happened. That's my point. I'm not just picking on character and what they said on Instagram and all that is shallow. That for me is not looking at the real issue.
I hear, but Dayo's doing it in a deep way. But the truth of the matter is, there's a reason why Jay just said I debated both points, and Jay's trying to being very objective with it. But in the end of the day, he was like, you wanna know something? Probably what Husam's saying is true. If Guehi did not show up to training and kick up a fuss and do the Isak stuff, he'd have been a Liverpool player already. That's the truth. If
Guehi had put in the transfer request,
he'd have probably been holding up the shirt now with Isak, doing double announcement.
You see, these players also don't want to lose their money. But if players really want to move, dude, put in the transfer request, cancel your contract, lose 1 year bonus signing, and you will be forced to leave. You're gone. It's that simple.
Simple.
It's that simple. I don't get this whole, now let's look at their behavior and their character. They're human beings. They will say whatever they want in the moment with their emotions.
But Dayo, that's the whole. But you can't say I don't look at that when the point of our discussion is that look at
literally.
Look at Gibbs White. He didn't force the move. He didn't get his move. Yeah, there's a lot of elements this summer where you've had clubs now. Look at Jackson. Look at what Chelsea tried to do to Jackson. Like, you have to.
Hey, we got 70 M's. It worked out.
No, but I get that. But what I'm saying, Jackson had to basically go AWOL. He had to say, I'm not coming back. He had to basically.
No. He was off to international duty.
Yeah, but you get the premise of the point I'm trying to make. Yeah.
I know.
What we've seen this summer is that players, managers, look at Glasner. If you sell him, I'm going to quit. Glasner was an asshole.
We don't know if he said that.
Did Glasner say that?
I'm paraphrasing, but he said.
Yeah. So he didn't then.
That's not what he said. Before the end of the window, Glasner said, Guehi must stay. That's what he said.
Of course he wanted to stay.
According to the report,
one of his better players in his captain.
Say everything that he said. The guy said Guehi must stay if I don't get a replacement. If we don't get proper replacement, he did say categorically in the deal. Crystal Palace said in the deal to Liverpool. When we get a replacement, and Liverpool agreed to those terms. Liverpool played nice guy and said,
So in the chat they just posted sources close to Guehi said Glasner threatened to walk away if Guehi left.
Yeah, it's true. It's not a joke.
Without a replacement.
That's what Alex it's been all right this transfer window, to be fair.
Oh my God, you want to know what they just leaked on Twitter? Genuinely, forget YouTube debates. I actually feel bad for the guy now. They actually
don't tell me he already took the pictures.
No, watch this. Mark Guehi completed his Palace exit video. It's actually genuinely sad when you see the pictures. They were doing the whole thank you skip. Look at this.
Oh jeez, just tell him leave it in the drafts.
See?
That'll be useful soon.
They were there was the whole documentary saying thank you Guehi and goodbye and everything. Look. Wallah, it's so sad, honestly. But this is what you get for being respectful to your club. This is why, listen, I made a statement with the trend thing, so everyone knows I'm not a hypocrite. Dayo, can we move on, brother? Khalas, you don't have to respond to every point. I beg you. Here's the thing. There's a reason why I wasn't a hypocrite, and from the beginning of the window, when Trent said he wants to go to Real Madrid, I never said shit about him. Never said shit. Like, I understand you want to move to the biggest club in the world, whatever, good luck to you. Tom Little wanted to fight me, but I am pro player. Unless, and I've made this clear, unless the player moves to a rival or shit like this, it's different. If a player moves from Liverpool to Chelsea, I'm entitled to be pissed off. If a player moves from Liverpool to City, I'm entitled to be pissed off. Liverpool to United, no one has moved for the last 70 years, direct club to club anyway. You get me? Liverpool to Everton, I'm entitled to be pissed off. But if a player wants to move from Liverpool to Real Madrid, bro, I'm not gonna be mad at that. So I was in their position and I was not mad. So yeah. Before we go to the supers, by the way, guys, to everyone in the chat, all the super chats are saved, so don't worry. Some people think that they're gonna disappear. They're saved. StreamYard saves them. That's why we pay the subscription. So we're gonna come to them in a bit. I just wanna, since we're on the topic, I just wanna talk about the Liverpool Arsenal game a little bit. You get me? And then after that, we're gonna wait. Before we talk about the Liverpool Arsenal game, Vator, how long you got with us?
How long do the fans want me here?
We want you for the whole show, but how long have you got?
Hold on, let me check with my agent. 1 second.
Let him check with the.
Yeah, how long you got?
Check with the manager at the top.
If you say 20 minutes or 30 minutes, we're gonna go City straight away, just so you know, because you ain't gonna escape this.
Now he's already got his defense out. You already know.
I'm good for about another 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, great.
Let's go City.
So that we can talk about Dayo. I don't want it to be a long ass section. Let's just do 10 minutes and then end on the Liverpool Arsenal thing. Dayo, the floor is yours. Liverpool Arsenal. Talk to me about the game.
The game was Liverpool Arsenal. The game, both teams there was very rarely much between both teams. It was a magical moment that won that game for you guys, and you deserved it. Szoboszlai, from that point where he took that shot, like that free kick, because you didn't look threatening to us, we didn't look threatening to you. That game was bound to end 0-0 if something did not happen magically. And just like with the Real Madrid one, where nobody believed that Declan Rice had that in his locker, Szoboszlai pulled this one out of the locker, man. And even after the game, when they interviewed Szoboszlai and they asked him, he said, we've been practicing short set pieces, closer to the goal. He said, this one, I just believed in myself. And I was like, I'm just going to take it. And, hey, it is what it is. I wasn't shook throughout the whole game, being at Anfield, with all the pressure and all the presence and the way they played. I wasn't shook. First half, we had you. Second half, we had you up until about 60 minutes. You had us for about 20, 25 minutes. The last 10 minutes, we had you. As regards to like ball possession, what we did with it, again, that's an issue. We should have done better with the ball possession. I think next game, Eze should start. But at Anfield, this is the first loss in 6 games that we've had at Anfield. It's been draws. This is our first loss in 6 games at Anfield. We've never won there. So that was annoying for me. That was very painful. I just thought, okay, worst case scenario, take a point and leave the place. But yeah. Szoboszlai's magical moment coming in from right back, because he played right back, to come be the one to take that free kick. But you had other people that could do it as well. It was what it was when it came to that, because again, after that goal, you didn't look threatening. Salah didn't look threatening. Ekitike was marked out. What's his name? Gyökeres looked like he was just nowhere to be found in the entire game. I can list all my players who I felt, went impactful as much. For the first time, we took corners from the right side with Declan Rice. This is the whole of last season, Arsenal took 4 out-swinger corners. The whole of last season, 38 games. In this Liverpool game, we took 6 out-swinger corners because there was no Saka on the right to take it. It was Declan that was taking it. And it was crappy. They were crappy corners. Crappy, So even as crappy as they were, there was not much between us. I didn't see that game going to anything until that magical moment. And yeah. So Liverpool, well done. Congratulations. You won at Anfield, 1-0.
Okay, can I just quickly say, I want to go first on the analysis. One is, I have done, I'm not an expert like some of you guys, yeah, but I've done a lot of shows. I have done a lot of shows with people, and I have never spent more than 10 to 15 seconds on corner analysis. Corner analysis of in-swingers and out-swingers Is that what Arteta's got you guys do? Is that what you guys do over there at the Emirates?
No,
Corner analysis.
Because again,
it's outswingers.
If you ask
in a
game,
monetize.
I fucking love Jay, bro.
No.
Are you asking
gonna get away from
Hey, Vator, why are you laughing?
out here doing corner analysis?
Yeah, why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing, Vator? Why are you laughing, Vator?
Are you done? Are you done?
I want Vator's before you go, please. I just want to hear Vator's response to that. Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because why is Jay going to step on what Dayo's breaking down? Like if his team has an emphasis on corners, then let his team break down the corners.
Lawless is lying. Me and you both know why he's laughing.
Bro, because do you want to know why? Because the thing is,
Let me know.
like Dayo,
I'm listening.
There's a point that people make. Winners celebrate, losers explain. I had to explain a lot last season when Spurs were 17th, yeah? So I'm listening to you. First point is, okay, what you did in the first half was good. I think Arsenal played pretty well in the first half. Objectively, I thought they had a decent performance. On the flip side, you had 3 number 10s on the bench, yeah? You went to this game to play 3 defensive-minded midfielders and left 3 number 10s on the bench, yeah? So you can't talk about it being that kind of game when you made it that kind of game. You guys wanted it to be this kind of game, right? So when we're talking about lack of chances and this and that, that's by Arsenal's design, Arteta's design. You wanted this game. You wanted a tight game, set piece win, yada yada. That's why you're talking about in-swingers and out-swingers, because that's what you came to do. But
so you're repeating what I said, but
I'm not repeating it. I'm saying reason why. No, Dayo, you had your moment to talk. Let me explain.
I wasn't done. You jumped in. I wasn't done. You
jumped in.
I wasn't done. You jumped in about the corner thing. And now you run your mouth for the next 3 minutes.
Dayo, you gotta let me finish.
It's your fault for laughing, Vator, man.
Sam, you cooked with this.
Yeah, of course it's my fault.
Yeah. You come into this game and you want to analyze it because that's what you came to do. You came to do set pieces and this and that. Because if you're talking about the game state, if we're talking about open play, there's nothing for you guys to discuss. Salah had a terrible game, stinking touches.
I said that already. Like what part of there was nothing between both clubs? Like the open play was horrible. I said that in my opening first.
No, Dayo
did say that.
Because
Dayo, I won't do this.
No, Dayo, I don't want to hold on. You've had your time to speak. Let someone else speak. This is what you always do.
You asked me a question. You jumped in halfway.
You don't need to rebuttal my point.
I was breaking down my thing. You jumped in halfway. You jumped in halfway. You jumped in halfway.
All right. Just carry on talking. I'm going on mute. You guys can listen to corner analysis now.
And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm breaking down corners because there was nothing between both teams. Liverpool didn't look threatening. Arsenal didn't look threatening. I said your crash looked like crap. Salah had a game where he was pocketed. Every single person on the pitch did not do nada. So it was going to be down to a moment of magic or individual error. Either of those two things were going to cost that game to swing left or right. At the end of the day, it was a moment of magic for Liverpool. And I said, amazing stuff. I said, on the contrary, I noticed something about our corner kicks, which is one of the things that we usually use to score against teams like Liverpool, set pieces. Unfortunately, we had to take it in a different way this time around there. And fair enough, it means that that's something we need to still work on too. Work on the outswingers. I don't care how you put the ball in the back of the net. If you want to sit here and shit on whether outswingers and in-swingers are good or not, that's your problem. It's part of the game. If it puts the ball in the back of the net, it puts the ball in the back of the net. It's that simple. That was my analysis of the game. You repeated exactly what I said.
Right, so
said, oh, blah, blah, blah.
So I can finish my point so someone else can talk. Right, perfect. So the point I was trying to finish off about this game is Arsenal made the game like that. It's not like Arsenal went into this game with Odegaard, Rice, Zubimendi, and the game looked like that. They changed the midfield. They had different options to play as a 10. They chose to go about their business like this. Fine, no problem. But the thing is if you don't get the point that you tried to do, if you don't succeed in your plan, you're allowed to be criticized because the plan you went about was not optimum. That's my point. Arsenal went about this in a suboptimal way, in my opinion, based on previous results rather than entering into this game based on current game state and their current quality. And as a result, they got what they deserved, which was absolutely fucking nothing. Over to you.
Thank you. And on that note, you get me? Because guys, I know that you guys like there's this Arsenal Spurs rivalry and shit, and it's beautiful and I love it. But you see, we can all agree on something. All 5 of us can agree that the biggest criminal in the YouTube sphere exists in the bottom right of this panel, and he can't get away with this. This is not going to be another week where we sit here and we just allow Mr. Vator Games to go like, I'm sorry, I've got to go drop my daughter's school, because that's what he always says. Or he says something like this in the middle of letting us fight it out. I might ask him a city question, and then he's going to, you get me, answer me something Liverpool related. Super chatters, I'm sure you guys will understand. We're going to postpone you to yet another section, but it's for the greater good. Thank you for supporting the channel. And big up for 59K, because we actually hit 59K. Oh,
Wait.
1K away from 60, baby. Let's go. Also, watch out for my pre-record. I'm going to drop after the stream on Mark Guehi.
Forest are looking to get Zinchenko before the window shuts. Deal sheet submitted.
Oh, fairs. So anyway, I'm going to drop a pre-record on Guehi. Watch it after the stream. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, though. Let's get to 1,000 likes. And yeah, thank you for 59K. Quick celebration video.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah, I do too. Now we move on, talk about Brighton Man City. Hello, Vator Game.
That was it for Liverpool and Arsenal.
Hello. Yeah, that's it. We don't want to talk about it. Khalas, we beat them with a set piece. Boring game. Happy now?
Yeah, horrid watch.
Khalas, shit game. Okay, now we talk about you, Habibi. Go ahead, brother. Explain to me why I got 3 points and 9. Go ahead.
Explain. How much time do I have?
Oh my God.
As much time as you need, Vator, man.
As much time as you need, bro. We're here.
Hey, I'll do one better. As much time as the universe provides.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
listen, life is about moments. That's what you told us, right? Decisions are a moment.
Yes,
decisions are done in the moment. They're not
settle.
This is the cycle of life. You get me? Go ahead, Vator.
And we are all one in this spectrum.
In this universe.
We're here for you. We're
all atoms and molecules. Go ahead, Professor.
Yeah, you are a chemical engineer. I am here to say that the reason why we're looking as poor as we're looking is a combination of things. But let me just address the game versus Brighton. We had a game where we created enough chances, in my opinion, especially in that first half. I mean, I think all of you probably watched that game. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you just watched the highlights.
I watched it.
My man Holland easily could have had a goal. Marmouche could have had a goal. I think we took our chances, but we weren't clinical. That first half, it shouldn't have been a 1-0. It should have been a 2-3 at least. And I was surprised to see how much Brighton responded in the second half, how much control they actually had in that game. And to end 2-1, I predicted 2-1, but the opposite way. I had 2-1 City. I didn't expect 2-1 Brighton. Now, did I expect one of those goals to be a penalty because Nunes has his hands up for whatever reason? No, I didn't expect that. Did I expect us to kind of fumble our high line, create a chance, and get a second goal with a little bit of fumbling and slipping around? No. But at the end of the day, Brighton had a better game than us in the second half. Am I going to sit on this panel and tell you that I have questions for my manager? Hell no. And you can talk to the City fans that have questions for my manager. That's not happening with me. If you want to have questions of the players, same thing. I'm calm. I'm not overly emotional. I have a very well-balanced diet. There's not so like my levels are good. My testosterone levels are good. There's not much estrogen in my system. I'm not crying and whining and fussy out here. So I'm looking at this game and I'm like, you know what? Let's see what my manager has to do going into these next series of games. Am I dissolving him of any blame? No, because he should have figured out a better way for us to create the chances needed to at least respond in that game and get that second goal, get that third goal. One thing that I'm noticing across the board, and maybe this is a reflection of the players that we brought in and them not being up to speed with how City need to play, but we're known to fight till the very last minute, right? Like the DNA with regards to, and the DNA happened before Pep. Any of you guys want to be like, oh, City's like this before Pep? like Flawless hates the fact that Aguero gets mentioned all that time, because that Aguero moment was us fighting to the very last minute and winning that title. Husam's had nightmares for a couple seasons because we pimped him to 2 seasons by 1 point because we fought to the very last moment. So,
by the way, I just got a quick message that you're lying because Staffy did American Waffle with you. He said Vator is lying. He predicted 3-1 City on the American Waffle predictions table.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna stop the show because you interrupted me. So let me check my notes here.
American Waffle. I can go
American
right now.
Waffle. You said, sorry, who was that? You said Staffy?
Staffy TV. American Waffle, brother. Yes. American Waffle. Yes.
So let's see if this shows up here, because I'm not going to ever be called a liar. All right?
We'll see.
What does that say?
That's what Staffy said.
I heard it, and you made it
2-1.
Bring it up.
City 2-1.
What
Yeah,
is liar?
2-1. It's written there. City 2-1 in the chat.
Okay,
United
fair enough.
2-1.
So then Staffy lied.
Spurs 2-2.
Staffy, you lied. You're a fraud. Go ahead, Vator.
I need apologies in the chat. Now,
Yeah, I just said.
When
I just said Staffy, you lied. You're a fraud.
no. You apologize, but
He said he
Staffy
needs it from the chat. He
Staffy
said he
needs
needs
to
it
do it in the chat.
You
In the
did
chat.
You did hear in the chat.
In the chat. Now, the game overall, unacceptable. We need to be beating teams like Brighton. There's a reason why I said I think us 3rd, 4th best. Flawless laughed at me when I said, "Ooh, 4th best." There's a reason why. I know my team.
What was that? When I
4th best for winning this Prem. I think we're 4th favorites. I think we might end up 4th this season.
Oh, you don't think that?
No, listen. We're
There's no way. We got a show tomorrow and we gonna do the
we'll talk
predictions.
about it.
I guarantee you don't have City 4th.
I
guarantee you do not have City. I put everything I own. You do not have City 4th in your predictions.
Flawless.
I know this.
Flawless. There's what I want my club to do, and what
I'm not asking what. No, I had this conversation. I'm not asking what you want. I'm asking what you think is going to happen. All 6 of us here want our team to finish first. I'm not asking what you want. I'm talking about prediction. What you think will happen. There's no way you have Manchester City 4th. Not a prayer.
No. Let me say it really clear, and we'll get into the details. And this is a preview for the show because Flawless and I have our heated back and forth.
Yes,
the fact that we are the 4th best to win it is what I am what I'm saying right now. I think we are the 4th best team in this pursuit to win the title. So I see my team overcoming being the 4th best and winning it. That's me backing my team. Now, when I want to address, because not only did Flawless want to call me out, we had Staffy in the chat calling me a liar. This game is unacceptable. We should be winning versus Brighton. The fact that I have Holland, the fact that I had Rodri playing that game, I had more balance from what I was criticizing in the previous game versus Spurs. Because that defeat was embarrassing, despite Spurs being our bogey team. But I expected a response, and I didn't see it. And the reason why I brought up playing to the very last minute is because that's how we've been. I didn't see fight all through the 90th. I saw players that kind of like, you know what, international break coming up, we're playing it kind of safe. I don't like seeing that. Now, do I expect us to see that moving forward? Absolutely not. Am I concerned? Not yet. I'm not concerned yet. But if we play like this in a derby, then it's a different conversation. But right now, I'm calm. Liverpool are running away with this league because of how they're performing and because of how they're spending. Yeah. I was hoping to keep pace with at least getting this win versus Brighton, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, so we know it's a wrap for you, look.
What do you mean it's a wrap?
The league? You know the wrap league's done. You don't think you win in the league. Cut it out. Same way you don't think you're the 4th best team. You don't think that Chelsea have a better attack or defense than you lot, or a better manager. So how are they above you?
Chelsea have very good momentum right now. We can't ignore.
Oh, well and good.
We've got a better defense than City.
I'm saying Vator doesn't think that you have a better defense or attack than him.
We'll talk about it on Tuesday.
I know this. So I asked you the question right now. We don't have to talk about this. Who has the better defense in your opinion? Chelsea or City?
I want to talk about Brighton right now.
No. Brighton, Chelsea or City. See, this is why I don't want to answer the question. Man knows this guy very well. Man. You can't get him, man. Sorry,
it has nothing to do with City's defense right now.
Right? No, I'm just pointing that out that you can't have you lot 4 favorites when you think your attack and your defense and your manager is better than Chelsea's.
No, of course I can, because it's all about synergy. It's all about how the players play together. I can go through, and we've seen Dayo, we've seen Arsenal fans do a best of 11 on paper. Yeah, I can look out and say, you know what, my players are better than Chelsea's players.
That's what we're based. That's what our prediction is based off of. Paper.
No, but I don't just do that because I need to see how these players play together. I need to see a system together. So
Chelsea
it's not enough
spectacular in their opening games.
It's not about being spectacular. They
haven't been good in their opening games outside of West Ham.
They haven't
played
looked
well
as I have been.
Yeah,
and what I mentioned, the momentum that they have, the fact that they won the Club World Cup.
You sounded like Lewis now. Go on, back to Brighton. Go on.
Do you mean hype?
Trophies ain't hype.
You know what I'm saying? Back to Brighton. This guy can't kid a kidder, you know. I'm not going to sit here and hear this nonsense that they're the fourth best when you don't think they have a fourth best anything. That's the craziest part about it. That's the craziest part about it. But
if you see the list of injuries happening at my club right now, you can understand why.
That's why you spend big money, mate. That's why you spend big money, Vator.
And I don't. And again, I don't think we spent to be able to keep
from the beginning, man. Let Pep not win this league title. You know what I'm saying? It's over for you, lot. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we know what over is. Over is on the other side.
When I say it's over for you, lot, in regards to crashing on it, don't let Pep get beat by Slot yet again.
Why? What's wrong with Arnie?
Nothing, but he's nowhere near his level. Pep's in a different universe. Pep is Slot one of the GOATs.
No, but I do. Okay, I am impressed with how much he's getting backed. He's getting backed beyond the previous manager.
If I would have told you that at the start when he joined, man would have been trying to hear it, and rightfully so. If I would have said when Slot joined Liverpool, he'll win both of the opening leagues, no one would have been trying to hear that, and rightfully so.
Yeah, but if you had said when Slot joined the league that he'd have 2 transfer-breaking record signings, then the conversation would have been different. But
Pep gets backed heavily too. It's not like you lot don't get backed. Pep gets backed very heavily. How much you spend in January?
250 million.
Okay, and how much you spend in the summer?
We're talking about what's spent in January.
Again, all these excuses for this GOAT, man. It's great, man.
No excuses. You want me to have? I can have the Pep conversation easily.
I'm just saying, don't let it happen.
You can run off your questions. You can run off your
questions. Even no questions. I just said, don't let it happen because it's gonna happen, and then there's gonna be excuses. It's cool though, man.
No, if it happens, there's no excuses. 1 second, Jay. No. I'm not gonna continuously get interrupted with him bringing his points and not responding.
We all interrupt Vator.
All right, go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just gonna say, obviously, like I think I agree with you to an extent. When it got to about 60 minutes and you hadn't got the second goal, I was like, okay, this is like, do you know what I mean? I was kind of thinking, maybe just before that, but I thought City played well enough in that first 50 minutes plus to be more than 1 goal up. They didn't go 1 goal up. And then the lack of athleticism in your team was so hot. Like, I don't know what happened in that last 20, 30 minutes where, like, Brighton were just kind of countering you. Do you know what I mean? Just kind of sending it long, running the channels, and you guys just looked like you lacked pace, you lacked energy in the defensive aspects of the side. So I don't know how Pep can magically fix that without the relevant player profiles.
I don't think it's necessarily going out and getting players to fix it. I think there's different ways.
There needs to be like certain things you need to do. Certain play. Gavadio will make a big difference. Nori is fine.
Tyreek George moved to Fulham, fell through.
Oh, really?
Why?
Great. Another winger. Yeah.
You know, but hella wingers.
Why did it fall through? I thought that was all right. Oh, because they just bought Kevin, isn't it?
More wingers than NBA team.
So they didn't take George. Go fuck yourselves, bro. I'm glad that goal got disallowed, dickheads. Sorry. So like, I'm interested to see what City can do. They've spent a lot of money.
Not as much as Liverpool, though, Jay.
No, but but this is where, you know, I'm looking at what City have bought, and I'm like, I don't love it. I know a lot of some of these players, you know, they're gonna need time to settle and they'll develop, but you know, I'm not sure on some of the players.
And Jay, when you say that, the reason why I'm not overly emotional, right? I'm not gonna be calling for my owners to leave my club. I'm not gonna be calling for my manager to leave. Like I don't do that silly stuff. But the reason why I'm calm is because I've seen quote unquote clubs that are institutions. I've seen Husam. He hasn't had the best run with regards to acquisitions. It's a phenomenal summer that they're doing, but we know that this happens with regards to strategies lining up, contracts lining up. It's a give and take. Right now, I think my club's gotten a few things wrong, but I also like the few that they've gotten right. Like I think we are short defensively. I think we are trying to figure out how to best deal with the pace and power of the league with regards to our midfield. But with me having this game and realizing that Shirky didn't play as a new signing, because I constantly get reminded of how much I was spending, right? So if what I've spent, I don't have those players to actually be on that pitch, I'm impacted by it. So when I say I want to keep pace with Liverpool...
Everything you're saying is great, but I would just like to remind you of something. The team that you played this Sunday are called Brighton and Hove Albion, who are managed by Hertzler, not Slot or Arteta. They're also a selling club. They also don't spend money. Like their record signing is probably like 8 million or some shit. 10 million.
I would just say last season, Husam, they did spend quite a lot last summer.
So why are you having a existential conversation about your football club when you lost to Brighton?
True.
Because
and
the
you're
conversation
talking about Slot, Pep, all sorts of shit.
I don't know if you were lighting up another cigarette or if you're on your phone. You clearly weren't listening. Flawless.
No, I was listening.
Is done.
You're trying to have a deep, like, existential
conversation
about Manchester City, but the truth is, you lost to Brighton.
Yeah,
who don't have Slot, who didn't spend all this money. You're out here talking about the Liverpool money for what? You lost to Brighton.
Yeah, but he already said that's not good enough. He spoke about all that, and he was responding.
Yeah, but here's the problem, though. If you lose to Brighton, he wouldn't just say it's not good enough. He'd have a 30-minute segment cussing your football club.
Let him finish.
Nah, he don't cuss out his football club, man. Remember, he don't go out his ownership or the board or his manager, even if they're doing wrong. You don't do that.
Oh no, I'll criticize, but I don't have hissy fits. I'll criticize, but I just don't do the crying my head off type thing. But listen, I don't do I wouldn't come out here and kill Dayo for a loss versus Brighton. You keep mistaking all City fans to be the same City fan. So my take right now is I pointed out how we played well. I thought we are better. We are better than the result. I also pointed out how the goals we surrendered were poor, in my opinion. Now, when the conversation came up, because we talked about why fourth best or not, I was bringing up why I had concerns and why I understand us being in that category. Now, me finishing better than that, despite how we are as an overall team, is why I mention it. Why I say I want to keep up with Liverpool is because you guys are the defending champs. If you don't want me to say your club's name, it's easy. I won't mention them again. But usually when we were on top, everybody kept saying City as an example. City as an example. Look what they're doing. Now it's Liverpool's turn. If you get triggered with me saying your club's name, I'll stop doing it. But I want to be able to be in the mix.
Isak announcement soon, chat, by the way.
I want to be in the mix to be able to at least apply pressure and see where I can get with this league title. Right now, we're falling short.
Lewis, anything you want to say about City?
Oh, no, I've said saying the same thing I've said over the last two match days. Nothing I've seen from Man City has changed my perspective on them at all. You can still get them out of possession. You can still get through their midfield. They're still good going forward. They're still going to cause your defense a ton of problems, and you have to account for that. But they don't look like they're a changed Manchester City. They look like they're the same Manchester City. And that's why I have personal belief that we can finish above them in the league this season, because I think we have improved our structure. And I think we've improved defensively as well as improved the depth of our midfield and attack. City will be fine in the long term, but I'll be so real. Pep spent all of this money to do the same thing and get the same results. That's not a good look on him. That's not a good look on him at all, because
if you want to
the way the team's playing is getting any better.
Flawless, you want to fight Lewis on that take?
On what take? About
that he sees Chelsea above City.
No, if he thinks they're better, I already knew his opinion on this.
Okay,
I disagree with it, but I already knew on it. I knew his opinion.
Yeah, he's not talking about Chelsea finishing above City. He's talking about your opinion.
He gonna stand on it, because the craziest part is you wouldn't trade any of City's teams for theirs, so you shouldn't finish below them.
But on the flip side, you can look.
So you would trade your midfield for Chelsea's midfield?
No, not all of them.
Okay, so I'm saying that overall as a package.
as a package.
The entire mid. Would you take
Caicedo would be
not
really
individual.
nice.
I'm saying all of their midfielders they have. So the 5-6 midfielders they have, the 5-6 midfielders you have. Who are you taking? Are you taking Chelsea's or are you taking City's?
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, then. That's my point.
Wait,
You
before you
go,
wait. Whose midfield are you picking?
Lewis, of course he's picking City.
No, I'm still taking Cities because am I going to give up on my Ballon d'Or?
It's not about giving
here.
up. No.
It is because you're saying
the
choose
question.
one or the other.
No. It's saying which one you think is better. It's not about giving up. You can rate both, but where it was
The-
higher
the-
than
the
others.
squad-
No,
the
Wallace,
squad-
you
the
asked
squad
me
of-
which one
the
would I.
squad
Hold
of
on,
players
okay, one
or
sec.
just the
He
first
asked
team?
me which one would I take. That means
Yes.
giving up one for the other.
No,
I'm
it's
not
not. No.
taking
It's not
Chelsea.
giving up. All right, so I rephrased the question. You are the manager of a football club. You can take either Chelsea's central midfield options, or you can take Manchester City's midfield options.
The starting
Which ones are you taking?
midfield options or the squad?
Not all of them. So the starting and
See,
the backup.
he's asking all of them.
All of them.
So when he's asking all of them,
Of course, he's picking Cities. This is why we going round the houses and back about this. So he wouldn't take Chelsea's defense. He wouldn't take Chelsea's midfield. He wouldn't take Chelsea's attack. He wouldn't take Chelsea's manager. But Chelsea are finishing above them. Please make that make sense to me.
No, see,
That's your
How
logic.
does that make sense?
That's your
How
logic.
does that make sense? Don't let
Because-
this guy gash.
No,
I rate my fullbacks over City. I rate my midfield over Cities. Their attack's better, but my attack's good
I know
enough
you do, Lewis, but the thing is, you're not
I
sat here
rate-
saying
no,
you're
no,
gonna
no,
finish
no.
below them. You think you can finish above them because you think that your team's better than theirs. That makes sense. He don't think your team's better than his, but he's got you
I think
below
his
you.
no, that's not true. I think his defense is better than mine.
Okay.
I
Your
think
midfield is better than
and
theirs.
when it comes down to fine margins, when it comes down to not allowing the other team to score, because that's what we need to prevent. Right now, I look mad leaky. The difference right now is me conceding goals. So when I have hesitation to say that this team's better than mine, that's why. But when Flawless wants me to make it simple, oh, well, you're gonna rate your attack better? Well, player to player, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
We simplify it because you don't
but
want
when
me
it
to
comes
do
down
that.
to
That's
defense,
the problem.
but
You don't want me to simplify things because it makes it too easy for everyone to
no, because
understand.
it also comes down to availability. That's also why. So I could rate all my players knowing that if they're healthy, they're playing. But if am I going to bank on them? My issue right now, is I don't think we're healthy enough. I don't think we're good enough defensively, and that's why I do have Chelsea better than us. And when you guys want to ignore momentum and winning, there's a reason why my manager early days went out and got the League Cup 4 times in a row, because winning brings on winning. Chelsea have now won 2 trophies. They're coming into this season like you hear Lewis every time reminding us how many more days until the next World Cup. That energy is a real thing.
Where do you have Chelsea, Vator? Do you have them third or second?
As second favorites.
So you got them second. Okay, first.
Okay, Vator, let's just do a quick exercise to end the City section. Who has the better starter and depth in goalkeeper, City or Chelsea?
City.
Yeah.
I just lost Ederson.
There we go.
You just signed Donnarumma, by the way.
I haven't seen Donnarumma play in the league.
There we go. You see Donnarumma saying playing the league, yo.
You want to know how fraudulent you are?
You asked me a question. Can I not think about it? Can I not think about it? How am I fraudulent?
Lewis, who are you taking?
Oh, Cities.
By the way, this guy's ultra positive Chelsea fan. Like, he loves his club and shit. You know how much he loves his club.
Yeah, Sancho's still a bum. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah. Anyway, so moving on. Defense. Who are you taking, City or Chelsea?
I'm taking Chelsea's defense.
Okay. Midfield.
We're splitting hairs. We're splitting hairs because I think it's that close with Caicedo and Enzo.
If you include depth, now what?
I just lost Gundogan. Oh, I forgot about that. You know what? I might have to go Chelsea now that I think more about it. When I think of health, I might have to go.
Who are the starting three? Who are the starting three, Lewis?
What?
Who's the starting three for Chelsea?
We'll say João Pedro, Esteval, Pedro.
No. Midfield. Starting midfield three.
Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo.
A man wants to talk about availability, and Lewis just mentioned Lavia.
Okay, who's the bench three
Get
for
Lavia out, put Andre Santos in.
Yeah.
Who? No problem. Lavia included. Who's the bench three for Chelsea?
Santos, Asugo, and yeah, it's our midfield 5.
Okay, who's your midfielders?
Lewis, just quickly on that. I feel like if you don't include Palmer as part of the 5, then
Sorry. I'm mixing in between forwards and attackers. That's why I didn't have him in the front 3. Yeah, Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer's.
I thought you. Yeah, I thought you were gonna.
No, because when I said the front 3 earlier, I didn't have him. I had Esteval, Neto, and João Pedro.
10, which is
okay. So now, Mr. Vator, he included Palmer, so including your midfield. Go ahead.
If I had to guess, I'd say Rodri, Reinders, and Foden.
Okay. Who's your backup for?
Who's the backup?
Are we going regardless of health right now?
Yeah.
Because we included Lavio, so yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think that would be my.
What's your backup?
Who's the backup 3?
Backup would be Nico Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva.
You rate very highly.
You told me he's washed. And
you told me he's the greatest thing.
Okay, well, what are we going to?
We're going off your opinion of him, not
your
opinion. Your opinion of him, Vator.
Yeah, forget Flawless's opinion. You ain't gonna gaslight.
This guy tried to switch it. Your opinion. You rate highly.
I'm gonna assume that Pep's gonna play Shirky as a 10, although he played as a winger.
Did you hear who Chelsea's depth are? Osugu and Andre Santos.
And what was City's depth?
Okay.
Who was it? Gonzalez.
Bernardo Silva.
Nico Gonzalez.
Okay, so in your opinion, who has the better depth?
Healthy, I do. But the issue is health.
Apparently, Isak's been announced.
And then who's not the health? They have Lavia missing, so they got 4. Or actually 5.
But do you think it's possible that like you're looking at some of the higher highs of Chelsea, like around kind of Palmer and Caicedo, but City have City have better underlyings, but maybe
we all know this.
No. But here's the thing. This is the funny thing, and I'm not a I told you so. Because when I have these conversations, I move on. You guys learn at your own pace. I don't care. I don't need to remind you of what I said.
But there's
a
dumb, that's great.
There's a physicality. There's a physicality to the game that I truly believe City are missing. There's a physicality at my team right now. As much as I rate them skill-wise,
on this panel, he's elite at what he does.
Well, you think our midfield isn't physical?
I want to say something genuinely. I'm actually going to give Vator.
I say Lavia isn't physical.
I'm actually going to give Vator one of the biggest compliments I'll ever give him. If he actually ran for Prime Minister of Canada, he'd be elite. He would actually be elite in office.
That's what he was saying.
The way that he deflects questions, oh my God, politician, legend, bro. This guy in Parliament wouldn't look out of place.
If he ran for Prime Minister in the UK, I'd vote 100%.
I'd vote for him.
I'd vote for you twice.
No one deflects questions. I answer the questions.
The masses like this, bro.
I'd vote. So midfield, who have you got? Have you got City or you got Chelsea? You got Chelsea, right?
All factors.
Yeah, midfield's
okay. And then attack, you've got City, right?
The attack, I got City. But see, Dayo, you hear what they're not saying, right?
Just because of Haaland in it, I've got.
When I look at a skill set, when I look at their ability,
all of your ones.
Yeah, like is what is.
And then the manager, who have you got? Are the managers close?
Hey, kept on CV, but I'll be sorry. You have another season like this.
I'm asking Vator. Are the managers close?
No, the managers aren't close. But that doesn't mean that the manager's far off, right? In one-off games,
if the manager's not close, it doesn't mean he's far off. Yes.
If he's not close,
if the manager.
If he's not close, he's far off. But you learn at your own pace.
If he's not close, he's far off. Like, here's the thing: Maresca might be a good manager right now because of all the skill set that he has available to him, and he's showing that he can get to a higher level with what he's done so far. And we don't know what his ceiling is. We can agree that Maresca is still going to win a lot of things come the future. But right now, when you talk about Pep, it'll be at best naive of anybody to say anything about Pep and be like, oh yeah, this manager is. Which manager is close to Pep right now in European football? Mention a manager that you can say, you know what Pep has done. This is the next best manager. The gap is wide.
Yeah, the gap is the only one who you could put maybe in the same caliber as a Luis Enrique, I'd say. Other than that, really no one.
Yeah, the gap is wide. And again, the thing about it is,
the gap is massive between Pep.
It is.
Yeah. By the way, now that Klopp is gone, I'm not even trying to make this a Klopp thing, but there were two managers who genuinely could chat to Pep, and that's Klopp and Ancelotti, right? Those two are no longer managing. Klopp retired, and Ancelotti manages the national team now. So you can't even mention them. In Europe, actually, like, if we're talking, like, if I go, like, all-time, right? There's probably 20 managers between Pep and Enrique. Because you still have to go, like, Arrigo Sacchi, Alex Ferguson, Bob Paisley, Bill Shankly, Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho, so many.
Yeah.
But the conversation isn't all time. The conversation is
no. But again, I'm sorry, Vator. I just so that we don't belittle the topic. It's simple. It's like what we're saying is all things being equal, that midfield being healthy, being fit, just assume that both teams are playing at their best, best. All players, defense, goalkeepers, and the managers are at their optimum at this point. Which one would you pick is what I would say. And I would pick City. City's attack right now. If they're playing at optimum, like they're playing at their best, both teams.
Yeah.
It's not.
So I have my club in attack. I got no questions. I know what they can do. I know when things are linked up. Oh, have your moment.
Sorry, guys. Let's just admire for a second. Like, what the fuck we just did. Look at this. Look at this fucking beauty, bro. Look at this. There's no need for too many words. Worth the wait. To be honest, wallahi, they're right. It was worth the wait. Look at this. It just looks so perfect.
You got a nice trim.
I will say it does warm my heart. It does warm my heart for an East African to be the
Factos. Let's go. Let's go. Vamos. Vamos.
I look forward to the title race, mate.
It is funny that, like, the Guehi news, like, kind of subdued the fact that Liverpool have, like, picked up Isak. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a huge thing. Liverpool have beaten their title rivals and bought Isak in the space of 24 hours, and we're still. This is the greed that they spoke about in the Bible that Guehi didn't get over the line. If anything, it makes it competitive when Konate invariably goes down for a few weeks, So, yeah, man, big signing, huge. Looking forward to seeing what happens with Ekatike and Isak. But, like, Eddie Howe, he managed when Wilson was kind of firing, he managed to get them both in the same team at the same time a number of times. So I don't think it's anything crazy. It's crazy, mad signing. Mad signing if you actually think about it. Adding Isak to Isak Salah. Nah.
Spurs. Let me grab these supers for move on. Talk about Spurs. Sorry, Jay. It's bad news for you, but we have to do it, guys. An hour and 32 minutes into the stream. Finally, we're going to get to the super chats. Big up to you guys, but sorry. I couldn't let Vator do all that in the Liverpool section, not explain why his club got slapped by Hertzler and Milner, who is 39 years old. It's crazy. Like, it's actually mad. Big up to Naif, who says, big up Don Husam. Guess who's going to watch Liverpool at Anfield against Sunderland? He. Why are you going as a Man United fan to... Oh, I know why you're going to Anfield as a Man United fan. I know why. Because you're not trying to be drenched in the Old Trafford water. I hear it. Glasner, this track needed... Oh, it's coming soon. Oh, it's coming soon. It's coming soon, brother. Don't worry. We're going to get our people working on it, Habibi. Big up to Matthew, who says, big up, everyone. First of all, F Man City, F Ederson, F Soriano, also F Mafiosi, Fenerbahce, and Actor Koglu. Big up, Husam, and the panel with Heritage. You'll never walk alone. Big up to you, Matthew, man. Big up. You get me picture of Drogba there. Heritage. You will cry in January. Barcelona will get Marguehi. Yeah, shut your ass up, Andy. You drew to Rayo Vallecano yesterday. Stop it. Why are you threatening?
You will cry in November.
Yeah. You'll be crying. You're completely going to be crying. Glasner apparently threatened to resign. Watch out for my pre-record. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to give you a hard-hitting truth.
Yeah.
You can't always get what you want, is what DJ Steele is saying. Guys, as I'm reading the super chats, if you guys want, just open new tab and go to Indy Kyla. He leaked the Guehi goodbye video. Even as you guys hate my club as rivals, like we're not the same, we don't support the same club, you will probably feel upset for him just from the first 30 seconds. Like the way that he speaks, the way that he talks. The goodbye video has been leaked. Go watch it in a new tab as I get through these. Like, it's actually quite sad just from a like purely human perspective, bro. like completely humanitarian perspective.
I find it very.
Watch it, Dayo. Watch it.
No, I've watched it. Now should be shared.
Maybe your heart will move a little bit. Watch it.
What I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm
saying. Can you just open new tab while I get through these? Just watch.
I had opened it already.
Do you trust me? Do you trust me as a brother?
Husam, when you showed it on your phone the first time I went and opened it, I have it open on my tab.
Do you watch it?
Yeah, I did. I know what you mean. I feel bad for him.
Humanitarianly, it's very sad.
No, I feel bad for him. Don't get it wrong. I feel bad for any player that doesn't get the move they want. But this narrative. Anyways, continue super chats. Let's not.
Well, good things come to those who wait. You just got to wait a little longer.
We play Palace away on my wedding day, for fuck's sake. Hey, congratulations, Marius. Congratulations, first and foremost. That's the important thing on getting married. You get me? Soon come, hopefully, for the dawn. Stop dealing with the small clubs. Embarrassing. No, Flawless is right, and I hope we implement this, like, genuinely. Bro, from now on, allow all this replacement shit. I don't give a fuck if you want to sign a replacement or not. That's your business, bro. That's your business. Chill, guys. The rivals just got a slimmer of hope, is what Gregor is saying. Yeah. And then...
forget this replacement thing and put your money down early. If my club did this nonsense and lost the player, I'll be fuming at us. I'll be like, listen, if they did this with AZ and then on today, they're like, oh, the deal fell through, AZ has to go back to... I'll be livid that your first bid is just coming in. I won't even care about what the other club is doing.
Parish not a fault. Glasner pulled sell him and I'll leave at the last minute. Glasner will be the first one to jump ship when Arsenal job free in December. Yeah, or United job or any job for that sort.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
sorry, hold on. No, go back to that super chat. That super chat is.
I unstarted already, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, but that doesn't make any sense. The owner that needs to run a club and make a lot of money will listen to a coach that just doesn't want. Based on what? On what? Like people.
I agree with Dayo. Parish should have not listened to Glasner. I agree with Dayo.
Parish did not listen to Glasner. Parish was probably.
No, he's right. No, you're laughing, Vator, but he's right. You're putting basically 35 million.
That's not what I'm saying.
Money
in the that's how he's saying. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah. Again, I'm not saying Parish listen to Glasner. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm simply saying that super chat that they're saying Glasner has that much power when Parish is actually a club that likes to make money is a load of bullshit.
Yeah,
it's a load. It's that simple. Crystal Palace is a club that needs to sell to stay sustainable, and there's no way in the world that you're telling me that because Glasner said, "Oh well, yeah, I'm gonna quit." Dude, quit. We need to sell to stay sustainable. Something definitely went wrong. Crystal Palace has never been known to be a club. Yeah, they're difficult to deal with when it comes to doing the business and how they haggle. We all know this, but they're a selling club. So let's stop this narrative. I think people online just enjoy the facade of making up stories that Glasner said. Glasner said what? People around Mark Guehi said he'll resign if they sell Guehi. Of course they'll say that dumb shit online. That's what those people do. That's their job.
Yeah, that it sounded far-fetched to me when Jay said it.
Yeah, they've got extremely far-fetched. Man, like, what are we doing here?
Not as a Guehi. It's like Guehi a good centre back, but come on.
Yeah, like we're here. Come on, man. Listen. These clubs are businesses. They're out here to make money. You think they?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Because they're taking the money. I agree with you.
This is why he'll be mad at whatever.
Man, they did the right thing. Don't sell to Liverpool, man. That's what we need to do, man. Stop selling to Liverpool clause.
Flawless. We've been on the same side. Can we not fight?
Nah, not fighting. I'm just hating. Nah, that's just straight hate. That's not logic. That's just me, just straight hate.
We need to prove to the world on A-listers that it was really Matisse and Troops' fault.
Yeah, I'm all for blaming them. That works for me. That's good. I have no issue with
We will get him at a reduced price in January at around 15 to 20 million. Our depth is insufficient till then, in my opinion. Anyways, what a great window we had. I agree. Our depth in centre back is a bit spooky, but we'll see. I'm not going to get
your window. What are you rating your window right now?
10 million in January. Oh, 10 out of 10, Habibi.
Hey, what was your window, in your opinion?
Yo.
Now that it's officially over, my window is about 7.5.
Okay, cool.
Oh, fair.
All of a sudden,
that wasn't what you were saying when you announced Sharky.
Why were you cracking?
That wasn't when you were saying when you were announcing Sharky, though. According to Crystal Palace journalist, Glasner threatened to walk on the spot if it went through. What could Palace or LFC do? Glasner too much power. Bro, I hear it won them their first trophy, but he's literally susceptible to leaving at any moment. You have to do what's best for Crystal Palace, not what's best for Oliver Glasner. I think Guehi not coming is a good thing. Okay, now you're gaslighting. Might have been too many faces at the back. He'll come in January and he knows he wants him 9 out of 10 window. The first
9 out of 10.
The first part is complete gaslighting. There is no scenario in which Guehi not coming is a good thing. You can't spin it just like that. The moment Guehi didn't resign or show interest, Crystal Palace should have been looking for replacement. This isn't on LFC at all. I agree. So why are you crying about Trent? You're arrogant. Once again, Abdi Chess. Welcome to the Don Husam channel. 59k subscribers today. Alhamdulillah, we're 1k away from 60k. Like and subscribe. Go ahead and watch all my videos from when Trent left. I never said anything about the guy. As a matter of fact, I was defending him to Tom Little. Go watch. The clips are there, bro. I said he's going to the biggest club in the world. I'm pro
Sam,
player.
you seen the Newcastle statement?
What's the statement?
Yo, here it is. Newcastle can announce the sale of Isak to Liverpool for a British record fee. The Swedish international joined the Magpies from Sociedad in 2022 and made 109 appearances in all competitions. The end.
I like it.
I've seen some short farewells, but this is the fucking shortest, man. They didn't say goodbye.
They didn't even mention how many goals he scored, Carabao Cup winner, nothing.
And I was like, he joined. Yeah.
I rate it.
Yeah. Fuck off, Newcastle.
Yeah, that's what everybody. He told them to F off. They told him to F off. I mean, it's fair on both
No,
sides.
it's just funny to read it. I've seen petty farewells.
So petty, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand Meltdown. I can't lie. We have the same center back depth that was one from breaking undefeated record last season until January. Calma. Yeah, I think it'll be okay until January. But Crystal Palace are dumb because I feel like Glasner is going to leave at any moment in time. And on top of this, we're going to get Guehi for like 10 million in January, bro. It worked for Wissa, Jokeras, and Isak. Fact, I agree with you, Sinaibi. Guehi is the club captain, which means he's close to the fans, owners, and community. He can't act like Isak. Also, Liverpool fans are so entitled. I'm going to repeat a statement. I'm agreeing with Flawless so much today. I'm going to repeat the statement that my brother Flawless has repeated for the last 3 years to the dumbass Man United fans. When you support the biggest club in England, you're entitled to act entitled. It's as simple as that. You can act entitled and it's okay. Someone has kids shouting in the background, by the way.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. What are you smoking? The club has to accept it's F all to do with LFC. Clowns chatting shit. Not all transfers go through. Jeez, is what Leon is saying. Leon, calm down. Crystal Palace got Igor as a replacement, and Glasner told him he can't guarantee him minutes, so he rejected. Then Glasner told Parish if no Guehi, he resigned. Glasner sabotaged this. His behavior at fault, not Guehi's. I agree, was Glasner's fault and Parish as well, because Parish should have pulled rank. I'm the owner, bro. Obviously, a shame we lost on Guehi. What do you think about this saga? I think we're favorites still. And when do you think Isak will be announced? Isak's been announced already. I told you 15 minutes before the announcement. And in terms of what do I think about the saga? I've already mentioned it at the start. Nice guys finish last. Big up to Tyrone, aka Jack. All it comes down to is people are massively coping and deflecting from the fact it took Arsenal's main target after beating them and smashed the window.
People are massively coping and deflecting from the fact that you took Arsenal's main target.
Yeah, Isak, he means. Arrogance and deny it now. Stop it.
No. Again, Isak was from 2 years ago, right? Agreed. But as in this window, Isak was not on the list this window for us because they said he wasn't for sale. That's what they said, right?
Arsenal literally tweeted that was your main target.
Newcastle, you had one job, Newcastle.
But they had
one job.
Yeah, but you want to know what the difference is? Okay, I said this on my earlier on stream for public information. Let me tell you something, Dayo. Let me tell you something. Wait. Please don't fight this, please.
I'm not fighting.
Just wait 1 second. I said this on this earlier video, so it's public information. I promise you, in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks, there will be information released, and you will read it yourself from reliable sources that Isak said no to Arsenal at the start of the window.
Fair. Whatever the case is. Listen. Husam, you can say whatever you want. What I'm saying is, even though he was a target for Arsenal, we were told he wasn't for sale at first. That was what was. So I'm going.
Liverpool was told no, but
hold on.
Isak was like, I want to join.
My point is, we then went for the other players that we wanted to get, and then Isak says, "I want to leave and I want to go to Liverpool." Yeah. The player already says no. He already knows where he wants to go.
Ayo, just quick side note: are you happy your club went for the Berta signing, not the Arteta one? Meaning, like you signed Jokeras over Sesko. You agree?
I'm happy that my club went for Berta. Berta is the key that we signed this season. Yeah. Like all the players.
I agree. I actually think Arsenal have had an unbelievable window.
Berta has been the best signing that we have made in the last year and a half. That's the best thing that has happened to this club, Arsenal. because we now have somebody who knows get players in. Whether he look again, I tell people this. People are like, but you're not selling, you're not getting as much out. I don't care. If you want to be a big club, act like a big club. Have a massive roster, put players in under 21. I don't care. Find ways to make the money. Chelsea's doing it. Chelsea's spending mad amounts of money and finding ways to do hotel business in between themselves and make the money back inside the club and sell. Like, let's stop this whole nonsense. Like, my thing is, I just think that Berta has been the best signing we've had this last, and that's it for me. I think we have a solid team that can go on to compete.
Back in late June, Liverpool made an informal bid for 30 to 35, but it was not official. The first was on August 30th. Yeah, but listen, guys, let's not do it. Come on. Okay, are we actually going to do semantics over the word informal bid? Like, are we really going to do semantics?
Again, Husam, what I mean by make it formal, I'm saying that, you see, it's always, if you give yourself no wiggle room in the last minute like this, that's where you have problems. If you had gone in 2 weeks ago and said, here's our formal bid, and then let's now see what Crystal Palace, because again, an informal bid, Crystal Palace doesn't know how many people you have on your list. Mark Guehi might be your target, but you might have 2 other people. And you might be making an informal bid here and an informal bid here. You can tomorrow make a bid like you don't want Guehi anymore. You go for somebody else. So then they're not going to hinge their business on an informal bid. No business does that in reality. You've worked as a chemical engineer. Will you hinge your?
I understand what you're saying, but the reason why I say we're arguing semantics is because when you talk about signing replacements and Crystal Palace job, they should be able to go and do it like themselves for the last month, which they didn't. And when you talk about us doing the bid yesterday, also keep in mind that Crystal Palace knew that Igor from Brighton was available from the start and didn't do anything about it. F. Glasner, he'll probably F off himself to a big job, agreed. Hope we go back in for Guehi, we will do. Feel bad for him. Now because of Glasner, he loses a Prem medal. He doesn't have to lose a Prem medal if he joins in January. He still gets one. To be honest, January is a fair middle ground. I'm chill, fairs. Don Husam, Leone will cook. We'll see. Yeah, Habibi, I love your confidence, but the guy is 18.
He said he could cook. I like the way he put it. He could cook.
You're correct, but he's 18. And all of us here, all 6 of us on the panel will tell you, young centre-backs will always make mistakes until they get ready. Like, you get me? Can Liverpool afford the centre-back who makes mistakes? Probably not. Big up to Bams9 says...
What if he the standout for his age and he doesn't make
mistakes? Be. I trust the nerds. He absolutely could
never know.
Before you do the super chat, I just want some clarity. When you're talking about the good guys finishing last, are you referring to your club or are you referring to the player?
I'm referring to the player.
And your club too. You have to refer to your club too.
Who were the 3 players this summer that were the biggest assholes to their employers? Isak, Wissa, Jokras. All 3 completed their dream moves.
Okay, but
the one who was nice because he is a South London boy. He's part of the community. He did not disrespect Crystal Palace at all. He turned up to training. He showed up to the preseason. He played Premier League games. He went to play for Palace at Wembley. Didn't get his move. Very sad video. Go watch it in YouTube, like I'm saying. Mid-medical, they told him, no, you're coming back. That's basically what happened. Husam, no stress. We could always play Szoboszlai as our centre-back option. Guys, the reason why Szoboszlai works as the right back is because you're running up and down the byline. It's not the same as centre back, man. Imagine buying Wharton from them next summer. Oh, they won't have Glasner by then, though, so there'll be no threats. Big up to Jack, who says, we just made that Banter Club hold a clean sheet at Anfield and took their number 1 target, and we're being bantered because we didn't get Konate's backup. That's crazy, the way they put it. Isak gave up 5 million, not 2 million, like good boy, is what Jeff is saying. I think Guehi's situation is different from Isak because Guehi's okay staying at Palace to get regular game time for the World Cup. He was going to get World Cup minutes anyway. Who's the competition? Fucking Harry Maguire. John Stones is getting prostituted out here in the city streets. Husam, first you had Mbuemo on, now you got Arteta. How did you do it? Who's Arteta then? If you're calling Dayo Arteta fairs, but Dayo ain't even pro Arteta like that. But...
It's probably Vale.
Oh, yeah, because he's a gaslighter. True.
Yeah,
Zinchenko to Nottingham Forest. Wolfie must be fuming. Hey, Flawless, I swear to God, I say this to you as a brother. I missed working with you, man. I really
miss it. Same, man. Likewise, it's good. Thank you for having me on. It's great. You know what I'm saying? Extra shot a week to take shots at Vator is fantastic.
Wallahi, you guys have to subscribe to Sarkam City TV. I swear, this guy's a fucking legend.
Appreciate it.
One-liners. You know, one of Flawless will tell you the one video I'm on, like in his chat the most is when he's working with Vator, unless I'm live. I'm always there because that's the one video where I'm like, I know completely what Flawless is going through right now. I get it. And sometimes, like, I respect Flawless professionalism because he gets gaslit by Vator sometimes on streams where he just doesn't feel like it because United played like ass. They look like shit. And he's just so pissed off at his own club. But he's like, man, I've got to do this for the content. And then he works with Vator, and then Vator gaslights him and gaslights him.
Because it's A1 Vator, don't get mistaken. Vator.
A1 gaslighting, bro. Legend.
Vator's quality at what he does, though, as a content creator.
I agree.
Put Vator with anybody and it works, entertainment-wise. You have good follow for everyone, trust me. No matter who the fan is, like 110%. My G Vator. That's a compliment. No, like, you're going to say thank you now.
Hey, brother, how we forced Bayern? It's Bayern to pay 80 million euros for Jackson. Can you explain? Who was the one that brought up this point? I think it was you, Jay.
How we forced Bayern to pay 80 million euro for Jackson? Well, it's still subject to appearances. But if he hits a certain amount of appearances, they have to pay 65 million euros. If they don't, it's an option. And I think also if they don't, there's a little penalty fee involved. So
Becca's a Chelsea fan, by the way.
For Jackson?
Chelsea,
yeah, I think it's starting out the course.
Like, Chelsea's business is so... What do you put it down to? Do you think it's like the quality of relationships with other clubs kind of thing? Is it that like people know that Chelsea's a supermarket? Do you know what I mean? Like that Chelsea run themselves like a supermarket.
It's more because all the players are on high contracts. And you'll
be like, oh, that Hincapie. Do you have that in the medium? Like that's how you go.
No, Jay. No, the way Chelsea work like they have you with loyalty points. You do good business now, we'll do good business later on. That's how they work, like long-term relationships.
So you
Arsenal would have the most points then, and that's clearly not helped.
Because Arsenal ain't tried to buy nothing. Well, no, every time they try and do business with you, you lot open to it. You lot don't say.
Because it's just because it's young, resellable talent on big contracts.
Because Lewis, you lot didn't want to sell Madueke, but they came with a good offer, and you said, "Okay, you want acting."
Chelsea, like the thing.
Noni was writing on the wall a little bit. Right on the wall. Yeah, he saw that Esteban performance against us and said, "Yeah, cool."
Yeah. But the thing with those kind of players is there's so many options. Like Chelsea are constantly like Chelsea's like it's like playing 21. And Chelsea are constantly on like 14 and 15. It's like, do you stick or do you take a card? Chelsea are constantly like, hit. Every hand they're like,
the two clubs probably on this panel that sell the best is us and Chelsea, selling wise. Yeah. Like we make so much money, bro, selling players. When I looked at our net spend this summer and I saw it was actually less than Arsenal, I was like, that's mad. Like and by the way, Liverpool didn't sell any like significantly unbelievable player this summer. We sold Nunes, Diaz, Ben Doak, Harvey Elliott is a loan and he's 35 the year after. Like we didn't even sell any amazing players. I can't listen. I see Arsenal's a new one and only would be best transfer window, and Berta will be put in the empty transfer cabinet. Wait, Joker is official? I didn't see him yesterday. Wow. And final super chat before we speak about Spurs for 10 minutes. Arteta's trophy cabinet, Rice 2 free kicks, Odegaard brilliant 9-month run, Saka 4 consecutive assists, and Joker's abandoned girlfriend for Arsenal. And they dragged him by SummerSlam from right back.
I'll
be honest with you, the Chelsea fans have been brilliant to me from the start of the season, and I've been brilliant to you guys, man. Listen, we had a rocky relationship, Chelsea fans, but there's a bigger enemy right now. We're gonna handle them. You get me? Let's just do that together. Big up the Chelsea.
We're always going to be fine. You just turned into a Poch sympathizer. That's all the problem was.
Can we let bygones be bygones? How can we move?
Yeah. Time's passed, man. We're all in better places in life, man. We're good.
And I apologized for lying to Lewis. Chelsea fans, just so you know, I apologized to lying to Lewis. Guys, winning the transfer window feels great. I'm sorry. I'm a liar. I'm so sorry.
You only get it once you've done it.
I'm a liar. This is the good
classic Liverpool fan.
Let's go.
Bash it until you do it, and then it's right. I hear it.
Yeah, facts. It's called hypocrisy. You're the perfect man to do it.
No, you are the perfect man for it. But we'll move
anyway, as I was saying, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. I don't want to keep you guys for too long. I know there's been a long ass show. Just quickly, Spurs section. Just give me 10 minutes, and then we're gonna end the stream. Jay,
this is
talking about Spurs.
I'm going to interrupt you so much. In fact, Jay,
why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running, Jay? Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Yeah. We played a bad game against Bournemouth. They kind of boxed us up a little bit. Like, Semenyo was absolutely running riot on Porro. Riot. It was a bad performance. I can't. There's
No,
not too
you
much
can't just
more
say
to-
it's a bad performance. You have to give us the break. Like you I mean, you just sit here and say it was a bad
Absolutely. It was okay. So the game was playing. It was one of the first games we played with more possession than the opposition. I think we had about 60% possession. So in this game, Bournemouth were able to play on the counter. Even Nielsen, Semenyo, causing us a lot of problems. They scored early, like first 10 minutes. Couldn't get to grips with the game at all.
Bless you.
Just like Arteta, Frank picked 3 defensive minded. Well, he picked Paulinho, Bentancur, and Sarr in midfield.
We live right through your head, Shad. You have to bring Arteta into it. Carry on.
Just like your man that played defensive, played too defensive, and was unable to create. When Bergwall
I played Liverpool. You played Bournemouth. Remember that? I played Liverpool. You played Bournemouth.
Hold on. One sec. Dayo, the last 2 times
on that team. You played Bournemouth. You played Bournemouth. You played.
Whoa.
No. This season. You played Bournemouth. Actually had a depleted.
No, stop.
You played Bournemouth, who have given up all their best defenders in this window.
Hold on.
That's what you played, and you showed up in attack. So
no, bro, you said you played Bournemouth.
Explain to me.
I said what
I
happened.
played Liverpool. I played Liverpool. So my manager said.
No, but you said you played Bournemouth. I said what happened the last 2 times you played Bournemouth.
Bless you.
I don't know what happened last season. Last season, I didn't win the league. That's all that matters to me.
You lost at home to Bournemouth.
So whatever
Last
happened
time you played Bournemouth, you lost at home to them.
This season, I'm asking you a simple question. You played Bournemouth. You said my manager set up just like your manager.
Yo, Spurs Arsenal beef is real, yo. It's on site. Spurs Arsenal is on site at all times.
You live rent in your head. You live rent in your head.
It's Tom and Jerry.
Carry on.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so like
I'll be honest, chat. We cooked with the new A-lister still.
Spurs and Arsenal is on site at all times, yo. It's a green light every time, yo.
I'm just like, do you know what I mean? Listen, it was a bad performance. Yeah, this is only Frank's 4th game. Yeah, it was pretty damn terrible. Very few redeeming qualities in the game. We were just outplayed, outfought, more creative, beat us in duels. Nothing positive I can really say from this. Very poor lineup. Manager wasn't on it. Players weren't on it. It is what it is, man. It's the 4th game. It's our first bad performance. Since that we've bought Xavi. We've got Xavi Simons. We've got Muani. The managers probably learned not to put that lineup together again. I'm not going to be too critical. That's what you guys are here for.
What do you think of you signing Muani?
Nice. I think I like the player. I've liked the player for a while. I think he's a good player. I think he'll be able to do damage in the Premier League. Like, he's got attributes which should be able to. This is a French international we're bringing in. The fact he didn't bang fully at PSG. There's loads of top players who don't fully bang it. If washed Asensio can come to the Premier League and match.
TK didn't bang at PSG, by the way.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like this it's one of those. Like I'm confident in this player, and we've got a lot of these. We've got some good attackers, some decent attackers, some promising attackers. Like, considering we've lost Son, like, what we've got isn't bad. I don't think it's great, but we'll see how it plays out.
The thing is with this Muani thing, though, I'm telling you from now, before watching him, I'm not a Liga expert or anything, or a Bundesliga expert, but I do. It's on BN Sports, so sometimes I have the games on the background and stuff. Like, let's be honest, no one sat here fucking watching Stuttgart versus Frankfurt when there's Prem games on. But like, sometimes they're on the background as we're doing shows, etc. One thing that will frustrate you about Muani, I promise you, is his finishing is very inconsistent. That's one thing that's going to irritate the shit out of you. So,
but again, I think your best signing this window has been your manager. I think that guy knows how to improve players, and I think that having a player like Muani, who at least has the the basics. Fair. I think Thomas Frank will do work with him. I can banter Tottenham all I want, but the truth is you have brought in quality players. Having the Xavi Simons, having a Kudus, having a Muani on your team, and having a manager like Thomas Frank makes a world of difference. So I rate Thomas Frank on what he's done, and I think that now that he has, I think marginally better players at a bigger club, he's gonna cook. And there's gonna be losses throughout the season. Like nobody's going unbeaten this season. Like it doesn't happen that very often. So I think that at the end of the day, a loss like this is a lesson for your manager. But it is what it is, man. You guys looked, I don't know. I saw part of the game, and that's why I didn't want to talk about it. I just saw part of it. I didn't see the full game. I saw just like part of the first half, and I was like, nah, I'm done. Like, let me just go do something else and watch something else entirely. So yeah.
I think Spurs have good chance of getting top 5 this season, but they need consistency, to be honest with you. I think consistency is very important, and that's the thing with Spurs. Like, you go away to the Etihad, and people we've seen hit and run before. Spurs were actually way better on the day, and then a week later. And this also goes to show you, and this is something that I've actually been speaking about since last season. I think the gap between the top clubs and the mid-table clubs have completely reduced. It's no longer easy to beat Brighton. It's no longer easy to beat Bournemouth. It's no longer easy to beat any of these clubs. That's why when Liverpool were mocked by beating Bournemouth 4-2, if people didn't get it, you see Bournemouth, they're going to give people trouble this whole season. Brighton, same. Clubs like that, they're going to give you trouble. Of course, you have the Leedses and the Sunderlands and the Burnleys and with all due respect, the Man Uniteds with Amarim that are a bit more easier to beat. But I'm talking about the clubs in the range of 6th to 12th, 13th, clubs like that. They're the ones that are more difficult to beat. But time will tell anyway. Let me just grab these two supers and I'm going to end the stream. Look, they are so cute. One is shocked because his team is in the Europa League, and the second is shocked that he did not see a trophy even with 2 rice free kicks.
I'll give this guy one advice. Becca Chel. How do you pronounce your last name? Chelids.
Becca Chelica.
Becca Chelica.
My Georgian brother.
Yeah, Becca Chelids. You know what you should do? Just make it $100 super chat and type all the things you want.
Oh, Becca's definitely capable. You don't even.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying
Becca's a rich man. Don't play with Becca. He'll drop 100 right now on your head top. I promise you.
Husam, that's what I'm saying. Are you listening to Husam? Sometimes you just jump into people's throats without.
No, because you're talking to Becca like he's not that guy.
I did not say
he drop it on your head top now.
I did not say he didn't have money. What I said is if he has a lot to say, I'm like, Becca, do 100 and just type, because it gives you space to type everything you want to say and dunk on the head top once and for all. Let me finish, Husam. You like to cause these things where you try and stare the road. You just take.
He does.
Don't do that nonsense.
Trouble causer, man.
I don't play those games.
Never.
I have
what?
I have no time said the guy doesn't have money. What I said was, I noticed he's doing a lot of super chats. I said, do one major one and then dunk on my head top. As in, go ahead and make it count, is what I'm saying. That's all I simply said.
Nah, that's not fair. Maybe he wants to hit you with several jabs.
He wants to do jabs. I'm like, no,
you're doing the Vator thing. That's Vator.
Hit me with the TKO. Come on,
you do that shit, yo.
That's all I simply said.
Hey, Becca, drop 100 piece with just up the Chels on it, just to piss off Dayo. How about that? What? That's the easiest thing you know.
I will drop 100 piece while I'm on set right now on the stream. I'm done. Don't play those games. Husam, don't play those games with me. Tell him drop your to piss you off.
You have a family, brother. Why are you doing this,
bro?
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You want to drop it on the stream? What for? What for, bro? There's tariffs in the US now. So everything is more expensive. Trump is fucking you with all the taxes, and you unzipped your buttons. You're getting mad. Why? The guy just said you didn't get a trophy with 2 rice free kicks. That's all.
No, it's not his super chat that got. It's you trying to stare what I was saying that pissed me off. I was basically saying the guy should do all his super chat and dunk one time. I was making a joke of it, and then you said, "Oh, he has money." And I'm like, I never said he didn't have money. My camera is a 10 grand camera sitting in front here. What is this about doing here? My home studio.
I know you got
it is a very clear camera, to be fair.
Let's not play these games. My home studio, this here is, I know. Let me just be quiet. There's no point.
No. We know. I know you're capable, Dayo. I know you're capable. I'm just defending Becca because he can't defend himself, and I know him.
I wasn't dissing him, though. I was giving him. I said, Becca, dunk. I said, make all your dunks one, and then just dunk. Give it a TKO is what I was saying. And
okay, I'm gonna give Becca an assist.
You like
Becca
Becca
drop 100 piece and just say up the chest.
He doesn't have money.
That's it.
I never said he didn't have money. I didn't talk about his pockets.
No, big up Becca, man. Big up Becca. He always support the channel. Just like I said, up the chest. All you need, Becca. Speaking of, by the way, we should not close our eyes because under Arteta, Eze would be fired as an inverted DM.
Damn.
Yeah, Eze will play inverted DM now, according to Becca.
Shout out Becca.
Shout out Becca.
Abby?
Shout out to all of you guys. This was an unbelievable stream. You get to be big up to all of you guys. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing on your way out. This has been unbelievable. Jay, follow him on Twitter. JRatedR. That's where you're gonna find him because he doesn't have a channel yet. He's gonna release a channel soon. You get me? We're gonna get him there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Spurs fans definitely need a voice like Jay. Banter on the Pitch is Dayo's channel. Go subscribe. Vator Games TV. Go subscribe. Carefree Lewis. Go subscribe. Carefree Lewis G. All of them in the description. You get me? We didn't talk about Chelsea win today. We didn't talk about Man United win because we just had so much to debate. We'll talk about it some other time. Don't worry. Now, we are going to be redirecting you over to Sarcasm City TV, ladies and gentlemen. This is a chance for everyone in the chat. You get me? Because Flawless is running a call-in show. So any of you could call in, you get me, and challenge his opinions or agree with him or disagree with him, whatever you want. Don't go anywhere. This stream is just going to take you to it. So just stay here, stick around. It's going to show you on the screen. Flawless stream next. Click on it and go over there. So love you all, and I'm see you guys over on Flawless channel.
Big up.